And Dave also lists amongst his 3 wishes in life membership of Augusta National Golf Course, a mansion by the beach, and a new career as a famous rock star. No mention of appearing on the BBC there, but you have to start somewhere.
Exactly.
So you happy to be here?
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
A little bit of history.
Well,
live on the TV, the
right.
Challenge Cup final, although I know you guys are smarting a little bit after last night you played at the Odyssey. What was it like? What's it like playing against the Giants at the Odyssey? Some people say they're the loudest fans in the business.
They do. We had a taste of it last night. They're very supportive, very loud, and gives the Giants a big advantage every time.
Ashley, who's going to win?
I think I'm going to have to go with Belfast. You look at these 2 teams, over the league, and I think Belfast have won 7 games out of the 8, and the other game was tied. So I think I'm going to go with Belfast on this one.
And PC, obviously the home advantage here will count for the Giants, surely. Although last week, I mean, the Belfast Giants played the Eagles, and the Eagles were 3-1 up with 3 minutes left.
Well, the Eagles are playing really well right now. They have a hot goalie, which can help you in any final. And but I think I'll have to go with Belfast too, with the home advantage. And
okay, 2 votes for Belfast there. I'm glad to say, okay, the success story of the Belfast Giants maybe will continue. So far, it's been a truly remarkable one. They've become Super League champions in only their 2nd season, and they aim to complete the double by winning the Challenge Cup today on home ice. They've only been playing at the Odyssey for 16 months, but in that time, the Giants have made it their home.
Clock will start counting down as soon as the puck is dropped in. 19 seconds on a quick chance, and would you believe it? It's 5-all with 17.4 seconds left on the clock. Sensation here at the Odyssey.
Another Canadian on the vocals there, Brian Adams. Denise Watson is at the Odyssey right now, soaking up the atmosphere and standing by with another special female guest.
Talk about atmosphere, Jerome. It is electric here. I have managed to get my hands on the Giant sports therapist. This is Alexandra von Hasselberg. Alex, how are they feeling at the minute?
Pretty intense. depends. I think the atmosphere in the dressing room, it's hard to gauge. Pretty much like any other game, but obviously in the back of their minds they're really getting focused, really driving towards obviously a possibility of 2 out of 3 trophies for this season.
And what about physical injuries? Now Jason Ruff, I understand, is only just back. How's he rating?
Great. I mean, if anybody saw the game yesterday, Jason just came back, slotted right back in. Some great assists and some fantastic play, so he's bounced back like there was never a problem to start with.
Now last night it was a little bit subdued, wasn't it? The 6-3 win, but they were all quite quiet.
Yeah, I think this has been, tonight is very important for them, and I think it is difficult. The scheduling hasn't been as good as it could have been, especially playing last night and then playing again today at 2:30. It's a physical game and you need a little bit more time to recover, but they seem very well up for it tonight.
Now, it's been a fantastic day for you as well. You have been selected for the Great Britain women's team. Alex, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I was quite pleased. I only made the squad last year, and to be selected to play, against teams like Italy and Belgium to represent Great Britain is fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. The only downside is that I'm going to miss 2 of the playoff games here at the Odyssey next weekend. But it's an opportunity I can't turn down, so Dave Whistle's been very supportive. In fact, the whole team's been very supportive, so I look forward to going and seeing if I can do okay.
Okay, that's fantastic. Alex, we wish you well. Okay. Back to the studio, Jerome. We're all set.
We certainly are. Denise is up for it, and so is Alex. Well done to her. Keep your emails coming, by the way. We've had some terrific reactions so far, and not just from here in Northern Ireland. Stuart Cunningham in West Kilbride, Fiona McGarva in Ayr, Alison Stokes in Ayr as well, Donna Wilkes in Yorkshire, Penny Mary in Sheffield, all of those watching on our BBC 2 digital channel, that's across the UK. Good afternoon to all of you as well. There's also a few from home, like Joe McCourtin in Bestbrook, and some other people from here as well. And also Stephen from Armagh, who is a bit of a cheeky chappie. He wants to know if Geraldine Heaney is doing any autograph sessions before she goes back to Canada. The next thing he'll want her phone number as well. Well, we'll actually get her to sign the shirt, so you're in the competition, so maybe you'll win that, and we'll try and find out if she's going to Lurgan or anywhere near then before she goes back. Keep those emails coming for the quiz and for your views on the ice hockey. The address is on the screen right now, ice.hockey@bbc.co.uk. The quiz question, if you missed it, is what number does Geraldine Heaney, Lurgan's gold medalist at the Winter Olympics, wear on her shirt? The prize is a giant shirt signed, as I say, by Geraldine with her name and number on it. And no, the answer is not 81. That's one of the incorrect ones so far, but most of you are getting it right. Anyway, you've seen the giant success story, but it wouldn't be possible without the fans. They've taken to ice hockey in their thousands, packing the Odyssey week in, week out, and they come from all sorts of backgrounds, proving the Giants' catchphrase to be correct. In the land of the Giants, everyone is equal. We spoke to some of those fans after last week's 3-3 draw. We're there.
I play rugby myself, mate, and ice hockey is the best because it brings the people together. Great atmosphere, brilliant.
We're all together here. We're all having a good night. We all enjoy the game. It doesn't matter what anybody is.
This is why we support hockey. People from Belfast, people from Scotland getting on with the sport. Great in the bar after the game, having a drink, and that's it.
It's a good atmosphere. It's great to bring the kids along too. It's a good event, really.
I've got a little message for Jeff Hope. Jeff, if you're listening to me, son, do what you can this season, because I want you to win.
It was a draw. We're all happy.
Yep.
We'll play it next week and see who wins.
But it'll not be a draw at the final, will it?
No, it won't be, no.
Who said ice hockey wouldn't catch on? It certainly is, and I've just had an email from Patrick Stewart. He's aged 6, and he says he wants to be a Belfast Giant when he grows up. Well, if you're about to watch ice hockey for the very first time, you might appreciate a breakdown of the rules. We enlisted the help of a few of the Giants here. Sean Behrens, he's the only American on the team. The rest are all Canadians. And Turan the Terror Sandwith, he's the big fella.
The first penalty we're going to show is called slashing, and that's when you take your stick and you hit somebody with it, and you get 2 minutes and you go to the box. Here we go. Okay. Next one is hooking, and that's when you impede a player or slow them down by using your stick. The next is tripping, which is basically the same thing, but the player falls down. That's a tripping penalty. All right, the next one is elbowing, and that's when you take your elbow and you hit the person around the head area or upper body area. That's how you get 2 minutes for elbowing.
You're obviously not allowed to do this. especially as you run the risk of upsetting your opponent. And if you persist with such foul tactics, you might just make him mad enough to drop the gloves. If this happens, the officials and the rest of the players don't get involved, unless it's an unfair fight, which this isn't. The little American, much too strong for the big 6'4" Canadian. There's a couple of major rules, like offside, which is where the attacking player crosses the blue line before the puck. He's offside. And then there's the icing rule, which is where the puck is played over the centre broken red line ahead of your teammates. If the defending team gets to it first, it's called icing the puck, and the game is restarted with a face-off.
Well, that's the rules, or lack of them on some occasions there. Now we can go and talk to Dave Whistle, coach of the Belfast Giants. Coach Whistle is with Denise Watson.
Thanks very much, Jerome. Coach Whistle, how do you feel at this moment, minutes to face off?
Well, pretty excited, as all the guys are in our room right now. I mean, we can't wait to get this game on the road. It's been a few weeks now, so I think everybody's pretty pumped up. So everybody's pretty happy we're getting out there as media as possible.
What about the favourites tag?
Well, I'd rather have that. I mean, we've had a very successful campaign this year. We don't want it to stop today. We want another trophy this year. This will be the first time our crowd's been able to cheer for a trophy for us in front of them. So, I mean, they really deserve it. They've been a great backbone to our team all year long. And without them, we wouldn't be here probably. So, I mean, we're pretty pumped to be playing right in front of our home crowd today.
Your opponents really have everything to prove today. You've beaten them 7 times this season, and they also lost in the final last year of this competition.
Yeah, I mean, that's here nor there. That's all out the window. It's a one-game shot. They have a very good team there. They're in second place in the league for a reason. And tonight, it's going to who gets the lucky breaks, I think. I think both teams are going to come out working hard. I don't think anybody's going to want to take any silly penalties. I think we're going to both require our goalies to play very well. So I think it could be a tight game, and hopefully by the end of it, though, we come out on top.
How important is it to have Jason Ruff back for this?
It's key. I mean, I think, like I've said before, I think he's the best all-around player in the league. He allows Kevin Real and Sean Barons to have so much offense because he's such a gifted, skilled player himself. So, I mean, he's a huge addition, and I'm glad to have him back. We used him last night, and just to get his kind of win back, and then today he's going to be flying.
Now, Ayr are suggesting they're going to play a low-risk game. That means perhaps not many goals.
Yeah, they have an excellent goaltender to fall back on, so you need a lot of scoring chances to generally score. So, I mean, I know how they're going to play. They're going to be aggressive right off the bat. I mean, they're going to dump it in. I saw their starting lineup. They're going to get it in deep. Our forwards, we already know what we got to do. We got to hold them up a bit. We got to get it out and let our skilled fast forwards take over.
Okay, Dave, I'll let you go. Do a bit of YMCA before you
No, I'm not very good dancer.
Okay, all the best. Back to the studio.
Nice try, Denise. Now, that would have been something. What about the players now? Who would have thought a couple of years ago that boys and girls across Northern Ireland would have heroes called Rocket Rod Stevens and the nuclear warhead Paxton Schulte? He's the tough guy, by the way. He drops the gloves when anyone messes with any of the Giants. The squad is 17 strong, 16 Canadians and 1 American.
Hi, I'm Jeff Hope, captain of the Belfast Giants. Let me introduce you to our team.
Hi, I'm Mark Haviland, goaltender with the Belfast Giants. I come from Mississauga, Ontario.
Hi, I'm Mike Bales. I'm the other goaltender with the Belfast Giants, and I'm the funny, mean guy.
Now on to the men in black. We're the defense. My name's Todd Kelman. I wear number 44 for the Giants.
I'm Chad Allen for the Belfast Giants, and I'm from Davidson, Saskatchewan.
I'm Rob Stewart. I'm the oldest guy on the team. I wear number 16. I'm a defenseman.
Hi, I'm Shane Johnson. I play for the Belfast Giants. I wear number 4, and I'm from Brandon, Manitoba, Canada.
I'm Taran Sanowith. I'm number 2. I'm a defenseman from Edmonton, Canada. I need a haircut really bad.
Hi, I'm Jason Bowen. I play left wing and defense, number 28. I'm from Vancouver Island.
Hi, I'm Kurt Bowen, and I play left wing, and I got the best hockey smile on the team.
I'm Paxton Schulte for the Belfast Giants. I wear number 27, and I hurt people.
Hi, I'm Kevin Real. I play center. I'm from Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada.
Hi, I'm Jason Rupp. I wear number 17. I play left wing. I'm the back checker.
My name's Sean Barons. I wear number 18. I'm a right wing. I'm the only American on the team, and I love to score goals.
Hi, I'm Rod Stevens, number 24. I'm a forward, and I come from Fort St. John, British Columbia.
Hi, I'm Colin Ward. I wear number 11. I'm from Leduc, Alberta, Canada, and I hope you enjoy watching the game tonight as much as I enjoy playing it.
Now that you've met the team, I'd like to introduce the man behind it all.
Hi, my name is David Whistle, and I'm the coach and general manager of the Belfast Giants. I know it's going to be a good game for everybody today, so sit back and enjoy yourself.
We'll do that, Dave. We'll try and enjoy the match, hopefully with the Giants winning. So you see, completely biased. I have a few guests from the Nottingham Panthers. They know what it's like to lose at the Odyssey. In fact, you both were in the losing team last night, PC Druin and Ashley Tate. Getting very close to the start now. You heard Dave Whistle there, interestingly, talking about tactics. I hope the Air guys aren't coming to sort of put up shop and try and go for a 0-0 or something here, are they?
Well, I wouldn't be too stupid of them to try to do that, because I mean, Belfast has got so much talent up front. They're fast, they're skilled, and they're hard to stop. So they're going to have to play a very strong defensive game.
So is it just that the Giants have a really good bunch of players together? They on paper should win.
I hate to say it, but I think so. They have 3 of the top 4 scorers in the league, and they're just very skilled, very fast, very offensive. And
actually, they have a good group of players there, and a few characters we've seen there. Sean Barron's mucking about with the rules and so on. He's a small enough guy, but a cracking player. And you have Paxton, who says he likes to hurt people.
That's right. He, you know, they've got the Real Barron's line. They and Rough. They're the main offensive threat. And like PC said, the 3 of those guys are in the top 4 scorers in the league, and you know, they come back with 2 more really good lines. I mean, there's no kind of first line there. You know, every line's capable of scoring goals, so it's going to be interesting.
How strong are we talking about? There's the atmosphere building. There's the scene at the Odyssey right now, and it looks fantastic. You were there last night. I was just going to say to you, while we look at these pictures and the crowd there, and they're really into it as well. Tickets sold out a long time ago. You know, if we're comparing with the NHL, you know, how far off are we? Somebody actually said about one stage the Giants are they're quite good, but they're not big enough. And I'm thinking, blimey, Karan Sandwith, 6'4". How big do you want here? You know, how good are the Giants?
Compared to the NHL, or
yeah,
they're obviously a level down, but in our league they're the best. So that's all you need to know.
And actually, how much of this is showbiz? How much of it is manufactured, and how much of it is the real thing?
You know, well, kind of none of it's manufactured. You know, what you see on the ice is, you know, it's a fast game, it's physical, and
but off the ice it's all, you know, the Mexican waves and all that. It's all entertainment.
Yeah, it is. You know, it's a new sport. It's, you know, still relatively new in Britain, and you know, I think Belfast have done a great job selling the sport to the people in Northern Ireland. You know, obviously tickets are very hard to come by, and you know, maybe a few, you know, there's a few other clubs in Britain who could maybe take a leaf from their book, and you know, they'd be selling that week in, week out.
They've sold it well, and fair play to them, PC. It's gone extremely well. Okay, we're actually going to go over, no more talk from us, time for the start, or the face-off, should I say, the 2002 Challenge Cup final. On commentary, we have Alex Dampier. He's the director of hockey at the Nottingham Panthers and the most successful coach in Britain. He knows what he's talking about. And he's along with a commentator fresh from Salt Lake City. You saw him earlier on. A good afternoon to Simon Cross.
The Odyssey Arena sold out for weeks as the Belfast Giants go for the league and cup double in their way. Ayr Scottish Eagles, runners-up in the Super League, determined not to finish second best for this one-off cup final. Winner takes all for the Giants, overwhelming in British ice hockey this season. It's Simon Cross with Alex Dampier, former Great Britain head coach, Nottingham Panthers director of hockey. Alex, can anything stop Belfast?
Well, you know, there's no question Ayr have their hands full. Belfast is a very well-balanced team. They've got good goaltending, solid defense, very offensive defensemen. And up front, they've got some muscle, speed. So all-around balance. I think, you know, Ayr have got to hold it tight to start with. If they can get Belfast off their stride, you know, they may stand in there with a chance.
Of their 8 meetings this season, Giants have won 7. 1 tie. Ayr have not beaten Belfast Giants this season. We could say that that record's got to go sooner or later.
Well, you know, it's a one-off game. Anything happens in a one-off game, Simon. I don't think you can rely on statistics. It's like going into playoffs. It's a new league. Tonight's a one-off thing, and I think Belfast they better pay attention. Ayr's got some sting in them.
Of course, it's a great crowd in. Plenty over from Scotland to cheer on the Ayr Scottish Eagles. A ton of people in, of course, locally to support their team. This game being switched from the London Arena to host the Challenge Cup for the 2nd year in a row. Both teams with outstanding talent, and we'll talk about some of those players, Alex. Start us with the goalies, because there's a prospect of a real battle of 2 great goalies today.
Well, Belfast have certainly got good goaltending in both their goalies. And I don't think whatever happens, Coach Whistle's got some good goalies to go to. Jack Gage, he's probably one of the better goalies in the league without a doubt. I think, you know, if he has a hot game tonight, Ayr will certainly be in it, but I think Ayr is probably going to need that goalie to come up big.
You played here last night with your club, the Nottingham Panthers. In a narrow game, you were defeated, but tell us what sort of impact this crowd can have on you as a visitor to this arena.
Well, you know, when you're playing in your home rink and the crowd gets behind you, it's always worth a goal. And if you get on a roll, they can certainly help you continue that pressure. So this will be a big factor tonight. I think Ayr are going to try to silence this crowd if they can.
Well, they have come over in some numbers from Scotland. The Scottish hockey fan, you know very well, Alex, having coached up in Murrayfield, but the Scottish hockey fan travel far and wide to cheer on their side. They'll make sure they're heard as well, won't they?
Well, they're a very passionate team. They've been involved with one of the best clubs in British ice hockey, so they know what it takes. They know they need to get behind their team to help Paul Heavey's squad come out with a victory here today.
The Belfast Giants have become the Super League champions in their second year of existence as the referees come onto the ice. The Ayr Scottish Eagles have won this cup before, but they've challenged at times this season for top spot, but it ended up second place in the ISL this year. So you could say we've got the top two teams in the Super League. I'm sure you might not necessarily agree with that, Alex, at the Nottingham Panthers, but these two teams taking the top two spots in the league this term.
Well, Belfast hit the ground running. They had a pretty solid squad when they started off. Ayr certainly had some returnees, and they were solid to start with. They hit a bit of a slump, but they're playing well right now. Yeah, I would say right now they're informed teams, and it should be a very entertaining game.
The referee and his two linesmen have taken the ice. The crowd are very much biased towards the home side. Will that play a factor in the way this game is called?
Not at all. Simon Kirk is a very good officiator. He won't be intimidated whatsoever with the crowd. He plays in front of crowds like this every week in, week out. You know, Nottingham, Sheffield, Belfast, they're all busy places. He won't have a problem with this.
The Ayr Scottish Eagles won the Challenge Cup in 97-98 season, the season that the Ayr Scottish Eagles did the Grand Slam. Last year it was the Sheffield Steelers who won it all. This year the Belfast Giants are one step of three to a Grand Slam. So an important day for the Giants, another large step in their very short history.
Yeah, they're going to want to take everything this year. I talked to Dave before the game. You know, he tries to put that point down. They're happy with the league, but you know, every time you get a chance at a trophy, you want to take it.
The crowd here are on their feet. They've been on their feet really ever since the lights went down some 20 minutes ago, just getting ready for this game. There's still some seats to be taken, and there's plenty of people out in the concourse ready to take their seats as the teams come onto the ice. The first team on the ice will be the Ayr Scottish Eagles. They'll be led out by their netminder. The starting goalie is Joaquin Gage, 28 years old, a big goalie, 6'2", covers a lot of net, and Joaquin Gage will be the key man for this team today.
Yeah, he's without a doubt the guy that makes things happen for them. You put him under a lot of pressure, he makes the big saves, and then they've got a good transition game. So, you know, I think Paul Heavey's looking for him to be their backstop today. He's going to keep them in it if anybody's going to.
Their captain is Alan Schuler, an experienced man in the British game. They've got some outstanding players in their side, and we ought to really make a brief mention now at the early stage of the man emerging now, Ed Courtney, wearing the number 17 for Ayr Scottish Eagles, and over the last 5 years in British ice hockey, the outstanding goal scorer.
Yeah, Eddie is a very talented player. He's big, strong. He's got a real nose for the net. He's hard to stop when he's on his game, and you know, if Eddie gets loose, then he'll cause Belfast a lot of problems. But I'm sure that Belfast are going to keep an eye on him.
They also have outstanding team toughness. A lot of guys know how to handle themselves on the ice from the Ayr team.
Yeah, you know, Phil Crow's a big tough guy. Doty Wood's tough fella. They've got a big team. This is as big a hockey team as you'll see anywhere.
And there's Ed Courtney. A lot depends on him. He's started to pull out of his mid-season scoring slump. And Ed Courtney is a key man as a forward for Air Scottish Eagles. He has to hit the back of the net.
He's a big game player, though, Simon. He knows what it takes to play in a big game, and he knows tonight he's got to pull out the stops.
Another man who has to do just that is Mike Bales, starting netminder for the Belfast Giants.
Yeah, Bales is a very solid goaltender. He's one of the real pros in the league. I would suspect he's probably one of the top goalies in the league. We played them last night. He had an outstanding game, so I would think that, here's another chance for silverware. He's not going to let them down.
He's played 23 games in the best league in the world, the National Hockey League in North America, at the Boston Bruins, and also at Ottawa. He signed from the Utah Grizzlies, who play in Salt Lake City. Recently the home of hockey for the last couple of weeks. Mike Bales now making his home of hockey here in Belfast, and such an important part of their championship winning season. But there's so many good players in the Giants squad. They operate three very solid lines. I'm looking at the signing of Sean Behrens just after the start of the season as being a particularly key signing for the Belfast Giants.
Yeah, he's been a big addition for Wiss. He came into the club and almost immediately made an impact. He works hard. He knows how to score goals. I think, Wiss probably got a guy at the right time, and he certainly has had a big impact on the club.
And a big impact as well, as he's a bit of a singer-songwriter, plays the guitar, does a few gigs around the clubs in Belfast, a popular character in the city, and he likes playing the Air Scottish Eagles. 15 points from 7 matches against Air. Looking at Jason Ruff, recovered from an elbow injury. Important that he was fit for this game.
I think Jason Ruff's probably one of the best players in the league. He can do it all. He's a great passer, sees the game well. In the offensive zone, he's big and strong. He's very, very difficult to knock off the puck. I think, Wiss looks to him a lot. When he was out of the lineup for a while, David really missed him.
Jason Ruff will play with Sean Behrens and Kevin Rail as the top line. There's the captain, Jeff Hode.
Jeff's been around. There's another guy who's scored some big goals over the years. He's been on some championship teams, and he's been one of those guys that has scored the big championship goals.
He's played on 4 clubs in Great Britain. He's won something with every single one of them. He's completed the set this year with the championship with Belfast, but he always seems to come up for the big games as well. So we're just moments away from face-off at the Odyssey Arena. We'll have 60 minutes of hockey. We'll have sudden death overtime if we need it, because this must be won today. It's going to be Dave Matsos, the face-off specialist, who lines up for Belfast Giants to take this one against Dodie Wood. And we're underway for the final of the Challenge Cup. Paxton Schulte out there. They're starting immediately, Belfast, with their checking line. Matsos tries the first shot of the game, but it's away by Air. Yes, they sent some of the big guns, some of the tougher guys out there for the first shift, Belfast. It's away by Bales. He gets his first touch as Curtis Bowen comes away. Looks for support, backhands it. But Paxton Short goes to ground, unable to keep the puck in the zone, and it's cleared by Alan Schuler. Dodie Wood flicks it into the Belfast zone. We'll have a line change. And Jeff Hode, the captain, on the ice for Belfast. On the puck now, looks forward. Looks for Colin Ward. Ward can't bring that one under control. And icing. So we'll restart with a face-off.
You can see Air started off with a big solid lineup, Simon. They were going to try to get very physical. I think that's the way they have to go.
Ed Courtney touches that one back. Courtney again. He's in the corners. Big hit on Courtney. Gonna shake him up early. Ed Courtney, a lot depends on him finding the goal. The goal of his moorings, there'll be a whistle on the play, we'll have a stoppage, and the goal will be reset on his moorings. Ed Courtney taking a big hit there, Alex.
Well, you know what? They've got to pay attention, Eddie, and that's the way to do it. You got to play him physical. You got to play him hard. You got to make sure he doesn't get free room in that offensive zone with the puck. Here it is, right here. he just leans in. There's two big men going at it, and Eddie came out second best on that one, but Eddie will be back, I'll show you.
There are some big hitters on both sides. Ayr have got in Dodie Wood the second most penalised player in the ISL. But there's several members of the Giants team who live up to their names as Giants. Some big guys out there. And here's one of them, Bowen. Two Bowens on the Giants side, not related. Jason Bowen, the big 6'4" defenseman wearing number 28. Another chance for a hit in the corners. And Courtney gets his first shot in on Bales. Bales had to be sharp for the first time. That goes down as the first shot on goal in this game. Bales tested there, and it's important to start to give Bales some work to do, Alex.
Yeah, you know, Eddie will shoot every chance he gets. He gets that puck in the offensive zone, it's going to the net.
Ruff into centre ice. Good backhander pass by Behrens. Behrens has got the puck back from rail. Behrens behind the net. He's got great skill. Not the biggest of guys, but Behrens so effective. Couldn't get round the front of the goal to get the shot off there, but Belfast still have possession. Air clear. Oh, well, what a surprise. A bit of a freak goal to start things off, and Ayr Scottish Eagles take a 1-0 lead. What was going on in the defence there? It seemed to be a terrible mistake by Mike Bales. His teammate Bales behind the net, shoots it out front, straight to Ayer's forward, and straight into the back of the net.
You know, he just didn't get back to the net in time, and he expected to clear it higher off the glass. That's one of those things, though, Simon. You know, it's a bit of a mistake, but that wouldn't happen very often.
Wow, what a surprise. And to see Mike Bales make such a shaky start, even more so.
I think he expected to put it up on the glass. It didn't happen, and they just picked it up. It was a very alert play by Ayr. They just turned it around and put it right back on net.
Well, that's really been a good thing for the game, if anything. The fear was that Belfast, so dominant this season, would run out to a big first period lead, and that the game would not live up to its cup final status as a spectacle. But that goal just might change that, and Ayr come forward again. Although you have to feel sorry for Mike. Depends on the play of the Belfast goalie, and he makes an early mistake. A little bit of rough stuff in the corners. Linesman over there quickly.
Ayr was always going to play it physical. That's the way they're going to have to do it. Dodie Wood will be in every chance he gets. He's not going to take any prisoners if he gets a chance.
Dodie Wood has 169 minutes of penalty minutes so far this season. He's had to sit out that much of ice hockey just to either sit out those 2-minute minors or being thrown out of the game. He's second in the ISL. And the first penalties of the game, not against Wood. We'll talk about the penalties in just a moment, but we'll have another look at the goal. Well, here's Bales behind the net.
Yeah, he misfired it. He tried to put it up onto the glass, over to his winger on the wall, and you know, it was a real quick play. They just put it right back onto the net, and he was caught.
So we'll have 2 minutes of 4 against 4. Both teams have lost a man to the penalty box for 2 minutes, and hockey fans love 4-on-4 hockey. It means lots of open ice and chance for goals. Moline lays it off. Chickling's in there, can't get the stick on the puck. Here's Rob Stewart, greatly experienced in the British game. Defenseman comes forward, wearing number 16. Turns, and it's back to Ruff. Ruff winds and shoots, and it's a glove save by Gage.
That was a good play by Stewart. He's very offensive. He jumps into the play all the time. That's a good shot from the point. Considering they're killing a penalty, Simon, they're going on the offense here. We've got 4-on-4 here now.
Shane Johnson in for the Giants. Both teams lost a player for 2 minutes in the little bit of a rumble down in the corner. Nothing serious, but Simon Kirkham imposing himself on the game early.
No, I think he has to. I think he knows it could erupt if he's not careful.
Dodie Wood with that shot. So blocker save from Bales. Ayr will test Bales now because they know he will be shaken by that early error. This is Kelman. Another giveaway by Belfast. Silverplatz in the zone, backhands it. A chance. Oh, it's two. Well, what about that? Ed Courtney comes inside, gets the backhanded pass, and this is very much a surprise. The Giants trailing by 2-0.
Here's Eddie.
Less than 5 minutes played.
Eddie drops his shoulder, goalie goes down, he puts it upstairs. That's an Eddie Courtney. You know, you can't give him that kind of room. He just finds the net. That's a great goal.
Ed Courtney led the league in scoring in the first half of the season. He had a bad slump, as did his team in December. But he seems to be coming back into form just at the right time of the season, the sharp end of the season, with the playoff still to come. And this, of course, the big prestige cup final. And Alex, really, I'm taken aback by the 2-0 scoreline.
Well, you know, that's a great thing for Ayr, but they know full well that Belfast have got a lot of sting, and they better just be prepared to work hard here.
And if you're coaching Belfast and you've seen your goalie make a mistake and then conceded another goal more or less straight away, what will you be thinking from the bench?
Well, I think David's going to give him a while yet. I don't think any of the goals were his fault. You know, I think defensively they've got to tighten up and play their game a bit. They're not wheeling with the puck the way they normally do.
Rob Stewart tries to get things going from the back. So Dave Whistle with some thinking to do. Dave Whistle's on his own there. His assistant coach is Rob Stewart, who's on the ice. Scottish Eagles have both their coaches on the bench. Whistle's on his own out there, and that's really sometimes a disadvantage, isn't it, Alex?
Well, I think Rob looks after the defense when he comes to the bench. He keeps tabs on the 6D, and that's probably his job, and David pretty well controls everything else.
A battle along the boards won by Ayr. They're winning those little battles at the moment. Another whistle.
Well, you know, this is what Ayr needed. They needed this confidence boost time. I'm sure they came in here thinking, you know, we haven't done well. The stats are all stacked against us. We need something right off the bat. And they got 2 goals, and, you know, you couldn't ask for a better start.
They've also controlled the pace to an extent, in that the game hasn't really hit top gear, and Belfast haven't really been allowed to put in too many fast dashes up ice. Here's Sandwich.
No, Ayr got their game plan worked out well, and they're sticking to it. So right now, Simon, I think they're Ayr trying to stretch the Belfast team. They're getting a guy out of the zone as quick as possible, making that long break pass. They know they've got to keep the Belfast defense on their toes and out of the zone a little bit.
They're trying to take the face off, but linesman Norcott won't allow them. Paxton Schulte wearing number 27, one of the most feared players in the ISL. And this season, especially, hitting the back of the net on a regular basis.
Yeah, he's got 20 goals. He's doing really well.
The sort of guy you like to have on your side, but you hate to play against.
Oh, yeah. He and Dodie Wood are, you know, they both play very well, and they score goals, and they're tough.
Pressing forward again, looking for the third. Now up it was from Phil Crow. Another one of the tougher guys in the team is Matsos. Battling forward, keeps it in the zone, but another giveaway from Belfast, and Ayr come forward. Shot saved by Bales. Good effort by Jonathan Weaver, the Great Britain international forward, got forward there. Bales made the glove save, and that was a confidence booster for Bales, and there's a bit of pushing and shoving afterwards. Wood, as he pointed out there, was involved. But here comes Jonathan Weaver. Nice release by Weaver, but a good glove save.
And you'll see Woodsy drive the net after. He's going hard at the goal every chance he gets.
So a face-off to the left of Mike Bales' goal. Bales beaten twice in the early stages of this cup final. Bit of a wraparound, sort of almost behind his back there, effort from Sean Byram, but Bales was wise to that one.
Well, it was a pretty much of a set play. He's now beside the net, but they've got guys going to the net hard. You know, Sean's a big kid. He's digging away at it. Now the other two guys drive hard to the goaltender. Look at the puck's loose. Bales has to do a good job cleaning up.
So again, a face-off to the left of Bales.
Face-offs are so important here, Simon. You know, each team has a set play. You got to keep an eye on your man at all times, or you get a quick break off the face-off, and you're in trouble.
Good clearance up the ice by Belfast, but here's Rhett Gordon for Ayr into centre ice. Byram gets a second chance to get it, takes it. Belfast looking shaky in the early stages.
Well, I think right now Ayr's going after the defense. I think they probably feel that Belfast defense is their weakest area, and they're gonna work hard on them.
The shot wasn't there for Gordon, so here comes Sean Behrens. Behrens to Rail, oh, off the post! Well, the best move up ice, and at last we saw that big dash up ice, didn't we? And there's going to be a penalty as well when we stop the play.
Well, this is a great play going down the wing. Shot off the crossbar. You know, that's Ayr or Belfast to the tee. They're a great transition team.
Well, Behrens made the pass to Rail. As you see, just back off the post.
Yeah, that's a good point, but that's where they're dangerous. I mean, you just can't give them the room. You give them half a chance and they'll break away on you.
Now they trail by 2-0, and after the play there, Rob Stewart was cautioned for slashing, so the inspirational leader of the defensive unit, Rob Stewart, is out for 2 minutes. It's 5-on-4, player advantage for the Ayr Scottish Eagles. It's working it around, looking for the shot.
Belfast are very aggressive, Simon, on their penalty killing.
And Silverplatz. Stody Wood backhands it into the corner. There's Courtney, quick release, saved by Bales. Silverplatz keeps it in the zone. Courtney, his pass back to Wood though is intercepted. And Jeff Hode, good man to have out there on the penalty kill.
Yeah, Belfast penalty killing is very good. Ayr gets set up, they're very difficult to break down. They've got big, strong guys. Once they get in there, they always get a decent chance.
Rhett Gordon and Schuler into the boards. Hit from Curtis Bowen. There's Rhett Gordon still, winds, gets a shot, Bales grabs it, he'll take a face-off. The Belfast penalty killing the second most effective in the league.
Yeah, they're very aggressive. They don't give you time to set up. But in saying that, Ayr, like you see right here, here's Byram going to the net. But Ayr set up, and they're big, they're strong, and they've got some good shooters.
So, another face-off, as Alex said, it's so important to win these, keep it down there. Belfast will just look to win the face-off and clear from the zone. Need to have some seconds on this power play. We've got another 47 seconds until Rob Stewart can return to the ice and the team can return to 5 players. It was a good job there by Belfast, clearing the puck. Hitting the penalty.
They really need to kill this down. 3-0 would be a tough score to... they'll come back, but it'd be very difficult.
Weaver to Gordon. Oh, they failed to clear it. Belfast have had these chances to clear the puck, and they haven't always taken them, Alex.
No, you know, They're under pressure a lot, though. Air have got a good setup on their power play, and they've always got two guys in the puck. They work well. This is a very strong part of their game.
Risador's in front of the net, taking a hammering as well. Schuler, he makes a shot, and Rob Stewart is back on the ice, and Belfast return to full strength. It's 5-on-5 once again. The penalty has been killed by Belfast. That will give them a boost. So important they didn't concede another goal on that 2-minute man advantage. And here's Jason Ruff in the corner. Ruff to Behrens. Behrens, good work. Out in front. Going to be away by Air, and Ed Courtney helping out defensively. Many people say that's not an element of his game that even exists. And a big check on the boards, that gets the crowd up. Again, it was Jason Bowen going in hard on his opponent. The crowd love Bowen here. Second year as a Giant. Some heavy hits going out in this game.
Yeah, that's a big, that's pretty close to being dangerous, But the Mullen wasn't afraid. He went in first. Big man behind him took the hit.
Simon Kirkham letting that go. Nine minutes remaining for Paul Heavey to watch his side, hopefully for him, go off to a 2-0 lead. He'll be very happy with the way things are going.
Yeah, if he can come out of here with that, he'd be very happy. I think it's far more what he expected.
Odin Byron with that face-off. Rob Stewart with a shot. Oh, double save by Gage. Stewart away to Stevens. But Air have the puck with Bauber. Stoppage in the play.
Here's a good shot right here. That's the one thing about Belfast. They've got a great setup right here. They get to the net. Good shot right off the draw. They're going to have to do a better job of winning that draw. But it's going to cost them a goal. Goaltender comes up with a big save.
It certainly hasn't been the first period we expected. Trying to get that puck away from the boards. Wood does get a shot in. And Stewart is mad at himself for deflecting that one in towards Bales. Bales makes a save. Been by far the busier of the two goalies.
Well, they're just going to shoot on sight right now. They're getting it inside the zone. They're going to put it to the net. And they're just going to drive hard, hope for rebounds.
Eagles, of course, happy with a 2-0 lead, but also happy with the way things are going because they're keeping the puck down around Bales' goal. A lot more than Belfast would like. It's away. Stevens has a chase on here, but Silverflat's Hillstrom will get that one away. Backhands it. Silverflat's to Wood. Wood booms one in, but it's way over the glass, and that's a souvenir for the crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, can the two competitors chosen for the Indiana Jones competition please make their way to
Standing room only here for this sold-out cup final.
Woods is a big player for the Air team. He's a key guy. He scores some goals, tough, always involved in the play.
106 games in the NHL for San Jose Sharks. Dave Whistle has a game on his hands.
I think Whistle always expected that, but I don't think he expected to be down 2 goals.
The players love playing for Dave Whistle. One of the two major factors in the success of the Belfast Giants. Players love playing for the guy. They want to come here and play, and they love playing in front of this crowd as well. Ed Courtney gets a little tip away for Eagles. Here's Moline. Great skills, great skating ability, the Swede. Came into the Eagles side just on transfer deadline day. He's out there with Ed Courtney on a new line which is only some 10 games old.
Yeah, that's been a good combination. Moline has gone in there with Courtney, and they're doing well together. Courtney was playing with Wood, and they've changed it up a bit. And, you know, that little guy, Moline, is doing a great job with Eddie.
Yeah, Ed Courtney started the season playing with Wood, and they seem to score so many goals, but it dried up, and credit to the Air staff for trying something different.
Well, you got to do that now again, freshen things up, and it certainly worked for Air.
Moline, Jickling, and Courtney, that forward line. Bales flicks it away, but it's to Air. And Weaver for the Eagles, backhands it to Sean Byram, number 16. The Eagles still have it. Belfast just want to get the puck out of the zone. And here's Sean Behrens, the man who can probably do that. What good skills this man's got. Good work by Behrens. Up to Rail, the two highest scorers in the Super League this season, out there with Jason Ruff on the forward line, but Air get it back and Kelman picks it up behind his own goal.
Well, I think Air are looking to capitalize on the defense in the Giants' end. Air's a big club. I think they feel they can manhandle the Giants' defense and probably get a cycle going, and that's the way they look like they're trying to play.
Todd Kelman, 3 years at the Bracknell Bees, one of the many former Bracknell players now playing in the Belfast lineup. Here's another one, Rob Stewart gets a shot in, good save by Gage. Gage has looked solid.
Again, another set play off the draw, Simon, that they're going to have to pay attention to.
Into the middle, Moline tried to get the touch in. Break on the Giants offside. Look close. Stevens bringing the puck into the zone.
Well, Air have done what I think they wanted to do, try to keep the crowd out of the game. They've got them quiet right now, but, you know, the Giants get one goal, and this place will erupt, and it's all new game.
It is a very noisy place when Giants are winning. But you hear coaches say that, Alex. You hear the coaches of the other ISL teams saying that it's important to get a lead in this building because it can, as you say, I've heard that phrase so many times, it takes the crowd out of it.
Yeah, any of these buildings that have got this kind of atmosphere is real important. Otherwise, one goal leads to two, and next thing you know, you're on your heel and you can't keep up.
Stevens tries to get forward, but the puck is flipped over the glass. We'll have a face-off.
Again, Simon, the Giants have been doing such a good job on face-offs. Air's going to have to do something right now, or they're going to find themselves losing a goal off the draw here.
It's Rocket Rob Stevens, 18 goals so far this season. And again, they'll look to win this face-off, get the puck back to Rob Stewart to shoot one in. Linesman being fussy. Drop the puck. Here we go. One by Air. We'll look up at the clock and see there's 5 minutes remaining in the first period. And they'll also look at the scoreline and be very satisfied with their first 15 minutes of work. Another long pass up the ice, touched by a Belfast player, so we'll have icing. The puck returns to the other end for a face-off.
Well, Air just didn't get their breakout right, so instead of messing around, they just iced it, make a couple line changes, and get it right. There's no point in making a mistake in your own end of the rink if you don't have to.
Matzoff takes a face-off. Good face-off specialist. He's out there on the third line with Schulte to his left-hand side. Matzoff gets it out to the boards. Puck was loose for a moment in front of the net, but there's no one there in a black shirt. The Giants modelling this new uniform. It's Cam Bristow. Matzoff picks it up. Taran Sandwith. Shane Johnson. Sandwith and Johnson defensive unit. You won't get many goals out of those two, but they'll get good, solid defense with Sandwith. Gives one for Schulte to chase. Schulte Well, he seemed to win the battle, but he didn't get the control of the puck. Bristow shoots it down the ice. There'll be a line change. Calvin gets a touch. It's this.
Ayr just content right now to just clear the zone. They've hit a little bit of a lull. I think Coach Heavy's going to have to, you know, there's 3:52 left in the period. They've got to pick it up. They hate to lose a goal here right now, but there's no doubt that the Giants are taking the game to them right now.
A lot of stopping and starting, a lot of face-offs, particularly in that Ayr end. Ayr forward with Weaver. Weaver's backhand didn't work. Rail gets it away. Silverplatz. Bells leaves that one for Bowen, Jason Bowen. His pass is cut out. They look for Weaver. Got a breakout from Ruff. Ruff gets the puck from Behrens. He's got Behrens now in support. Shoots it behind the net for Rail. In front for Behrens, just behind the man. And Weaver tries to clear. Kelman shoots it in. Better from Belfast, but the man has taken off the puck. Rhett Gordon is on his own. He'll just shoot it into the corners and return to the bench. 2:45 remaining in this first period. The crowd like the sight of Ed Courtney taking a tumble.
Again, Ayr just content to flip the puck up onto the glass, get it out, and kill any kind of momentum that the Giants have right now. They just got to get rid of this, or get through this 2 minutes and 30 seconds and get into the dressing room and I'm ready for the second period. As long as they come out of here 2-0, Heavy will be pretty happy with it.
Ed Courtney with a vital second goal, so well taken by one of the best goal poachers in the game. We have awfully fussy linesmen today, Alex. I wish sometimes they'd just get on and drop the puck.
Well, face-offs are so important, you don't want to give up an advantage.
Bales has to make a stop, and Jeff Hode with that puck. The Giants captain stuck on the boards. There's a whistle. The referee has decided that puck is not going to come out of there in a hurry, so we'll have another face-off. Jeff Hode, a winner wherever he's been. He's won this cup before with the Eagles. He's won the Benson Hedges Cup with Nottingham and the playoffs with London Knights. And now a champion with the Giants. Silverplatz, 2 minutes remaining in the first period. A first period which has caused some eyebrows to be raised here at the Odyssey Arena. Shane Johnson. Back to Schulte. Back to Samwith, but the pass was misdirected. Bristow had a chance to get away with it there. And the referee Kirkham has seen something. Wood and Schulte having a bit of a bust up there in front of the benches. It never really went off, but enough for referee Kirkham to get involved.
You know, Doherty Woods took a silly penalty there. He didn't really have to, and Schulte took it. You know, now they're going to get a power play out of it. But Doherty, you know, he's a hard, aggressive player. Paxton just took it, and now they get the power play.
So they'll close out this period with the one-man advantage. Schulte did well there, didn't he? Showed a lot of self-restraint to not really fight back.
You know, I think Schulte is probably one of the highest power play goal scorers in the league. He's got 10 goals.
Ruff and Byron. Byron wins it with his skate. Rob Stewart. Curtis Bowen. Back to Stewart.
1 minute to go in the first period.
Another minute and a half remaining on this power play. So this period will be seen out with the one-man advantage for Stewart. Stewart across. Shot. Gage makes a save.
Well, there's Gage, you know, that's why he's one of the best goalies in the league. He comes back to the point, quick shot, he catches it, kills it, you know, and saves Air to get a face-off. Now, Air have been doing well in the draws. There's a good chance here they can kill this clock.
Seconds remaining in the first session. Chance, Chad Allen with that shot. Just bobbled up in front of the net of Gage. Allen again. Wait for the pass this time. Allen can't keep it in the zone, so it's cleared by Air. Belfast Giants have to come out of that zone before trying to intercept the puck again. So 5 seconds remaining, the clock ticks down at the end of the first period. Alex Dampier, were you expecting a 2-0 first session?
No, you know, you come into a game like this, you don't know what to expect, but I don't know if Belfast is a little bit overconfident. They've had such a good record against Belfast, but, you know, Heavey goes back into the dressing room. He's got to be real pleased, but they got to put that period behind them and just come out and try to win the second period.
Yeah, Scottish Eagles fans, that little trip across from Scotland, well worth it so far for them. Let's go ringside and join Denise Watson, who's not there right now, but she will be shortly, grabbing one of the players or competitors soon to hear their thoughts on the first period. A first period which sees the Scottish Eagles taking a 2-0 lead. The first on a big mistake by Mike Bales. I know you were giving him perhaps an excuse. He said he was trying to clear the puck up high and it stayed low, but really you don't expect that from your premier netminder.
Well, you know, that happens. Some of the players shoot the puck badly, and the goalie has a harder time shooting the puck. He had a forward out on the wall that he was trying to get to, and he just mishandled it, and you know, that happens, and he just didn't get back to the front of the net. But the second goal, of course, that was a tough one. You know, he didn't have a chance. So you get Eddie Courtney one-on-one from that kind of range, and it'll be really very difficult.
So a 2-0 scoreline after 20 minutes. We are graced by a gold medalist here at the Odyssey today. Geraldine Heaney from Team Canada, the Women's Olympic team, is down ringside with Denise.
Thanks very much. Yes, Geraldine is with me. You've been watching that. Quite a shock result. 2-0 on.
Yeah, it's been an exciting game. Unfortunately, the first goal, the goalie made a bad play, but there's still lots of time left in the game, and hopefully the Giants can come back.
Do you think the Giants, they've risen to the occasion, but there's a lot of nerves there, Geraldine?
I think so. Like you said, you know, they're the favorite team, and the other team's just coming in here, and, you know, they have nothing to lose, so they can go out and just give it another all. And, you know, the pressure might be on the Giants, but they just have to go out there and play their game because they've been on top all year, and they've got to keep it up.
The same happened to you girls out at the Olympics. You hadn't beaten the Americans, and then you went out and beat them when it mattered.
That's right. I mean, you know, it comes down to one game, and that's the game that mattered. And that's just like tonight, I guess. Those 7 games that the Giants have played earlier against this team doesn't count right now. And this is the game that counts, and they got to go out and just pull it together.
What do you reckon Coach Whistle will be saying to the guys in the dressing room? There's a lot of really long faces walking through the tunnel.
I think they just got to go out there and play with confidence. They've been winning all year because of certain reasons. And they just got to play the game and, you know, not be worried too much and not be so tense and just go out and have fun. And they played the game for so long and they're great at it, and just go out and put the ball in.
Okay, I'll just move across here because you're also with your father today, and it's lovely to have Geraldine back here, isn't it, Michael?
I can't get over the support we got at the airport when we come in, something I'll never forget from family and friends.
How did you feel watching her perform out there at Salt Lake City?
I don't know how the nerves went with her, but we were on nerves, I can tell you that. But she's always seemed so cool on the ice. I don't know how they do it. It affects us more watching than them playing.
What's your impression of the game here today?
I'm really impressed with the atmosphere here. If these guys can't get up with this crowd behind them, they won't get up for anything.
Do you think they'll be able to get back into the game?
I think so, because this crowd will bring anybody on. I'm surprised at the noise around here.
But the noise really helps, it really.
Yes, they let you know you're behind them, you know.
Okay, well, Michael, enjoy the rest of the game. Geraldine, I'll talk to you later. Back to the studio for now.
Thanks, Denise. You're watching the Challenge Cup final live on BBC Grandstand from Northern Ireland. We'll be back at the Odyssey for the second period. In the meantime, we have a quiz, we have athletics, we have discussion, and the latest score from the Premiership. Everton 0, Leeds 0, though it only started about 12 minutes ago. In the First Division, Manchester City beat Coventry 4-2. Keep your emails coming into us because we can read them out. In fact, I have a few here. Special mention for the Rhythm Crew. They play the drums at the Odyssey during the game. They're brilliant, apparently, especially Jordan Lee. Hello to Kieran Flanagan in Tralee, County Kerry, to Peter Kidd in Coleraine. He'll be 7 next Saturday. And good luck to the Giants from Adam and Jonathan Hall. They're at Methody and Priory College. And we have a quiz entry that was wrong. The answer given was 84. I'll give you a clue. The two numbers add up to 10. I'll go through that again now. The address for the email quiz and for any of your other thoughts, ice.hockey@bbc.co.uk. And the quiz question, in case you missed it, is what number does Geraldine Heaney, you've just seen her, Lurgan's gold medalist at the Winter Olympics, wear on her shirt? The prize is a shirt signed by Geraldine with her name and number on it, and Geraldine will pick the winner before the end of the programme at 5:25. Right, the break between periods in the ice hockey is some 15 minutes, so we have time to nip over to Vienna for some action at the European Indoor Athletic Championships. Coming up right now, the men's 60 metres semi-finals. Watch out for Britain's new teenage track star Mark Lewis Francis and defending champion, what's his name? Yes, Jason Gardner. We start with the women's 400 metres and with Stuart Story on commentary.
Well, there's the lineup for the final of the women's 400 metres. Ivana of Russia, Pechokina of Russia, Catherine Murphy of Great Britain in the third lane, and Claudia Marks of Germany in 4, Karen Shinkins of Ireland in 5, Natalia Atyuk of Russia in lane 6. Well, no problems with the start, and Catherine Murphy making a little bit of headway on Marks. She's really gone very quickly down the back straight and clearly looking to get into pole position as she comes into the straight. Good run by Murphy right on the outside. Anchuk of Russia is going well, but Murphy's certainly put her cards on the table here and comes into the straight first. But she's putting pressure on. This is a very good first 200 metres, and the time 23.78. Anchuk takes it over. Murphy, Anchuk and Shinkins in third place, and Catherine Murphy's really gone for this one. She's in good position. If she can just hold her form now, she's leaving, and Anchuk is in a good position and now takes it over, and Murphy must hold the form. Shinkins is coming through on her as well, and Anchuk, Murphy and Shinkins, these three away from the rest of the field, and Catherine's now tying up. Oh, she's gone too quickly. Anchuk's going to come through. Shinkins is coming through. Oh, I think Mark's got silver and Shinkins got bronze, and Catherine Murphy faded badly in the final stages, 51.65. Well, you can't fault her for going for it, but it was too quick the first 200 metres, and my goodness me, she really paid for it down the home straight.
But for Catherine Murphy, I think she will look back on this race and learn from this, because just look, she's pushed so hard to get ahead of Anchuk, who we all thought was the clear favourite to win this, which is fair enough. But at this point, when you've gone so quickly over the first 200 in the 400, and when the wheels start to come off a little bit, there's nothing you can do about it. She's just treading water at this stage. Karen Shinkins ran a much more sensible race and took the silver medal that we thought she was capable of. Anchuk won, maybe Marks in second and Shinkins third.
Well, there's the result of that 400 metres final for women. Anchuk 51.65, Claudia Marks 52.15 in silver medal position, and Karen Shinkins of Ireland 52.17 in bronze. Catherine Murphy, who tried her best, 52.98 in 6th place.
Galkina in 5th place. The Russian much better than that and getting close to 6:50. The oldest woman in this final. It's a straight final. They haven't had to come through qualification. Only 11 athletes entered for the event, which is a bit of a disappointment in some ways. The Galkina always been there or thereabouts in big championships. And there it is, 6:63. She moves past Zantu into second.
Lineup for the first of two semi-finals for the women's 60 metres. Tabakova of Russia in 1, Kruglova of Russia in 2, Joyce Maduaka for Great Britain in 3, Kim Gavet of Belgium in 4, Sidibe of France in 5, Kokloni of Greece in 6, Fusey of Switzerland in 7, and Marion Wagner of Germany in lane 8. First 4 through to the final. Kim Gavet in 4, we've got Kokloni in lane 6. These two performed well in qualifying, excuse me, as indeed did Sidibe. But so did Joyce Maduaka. She's in lane 3. And if she can just get out of the blocks quickly and get into this race, she's got a chance of getting in the top 4. Away this time, Kim Gavit got away very well indeed. Gavit in the lead at the moment on the far side, coming over Russia, and Joyce Manawat is right in the frame there. And on the near side, Marion Wagner, I think, coming through for second. But Kim Gavit underlining the fact that she is starting to look like a real contender for this title. She was clear away from the rest, and it was a blanket finish for second, third and fourth. I think Wagner perhaps getting second, but then after that, I think I'll leave it to the judges and John Regis.
Yes, Kim Gavit was definitely the class of this field. Gets into a run-in, moves from the block position, drives well, gets that initial gap between her and the rest of the field. Joyce on her inside really didn't run as well as I think she could have here. She had a great chance of making a final, and that would have given her a lot of momentum for the outdoor season. I think for Joyce, didn't get into a run-in, was late coming out of the block, and that in itself didn't give her a chance to qualify, I think. I could be wrong, but I think she's probably just run out.
Well, there's the result. It was very close. Gavit winning. Wagner did get second place. Kokloni and Kuglova at the same time in third and fourth. And Joyce Maruaka with a personal best 7:27. Unfortunately in fifth. Not good enough to get to the final, but she performed well.
Well, there's the lineup for the men's 60 metres first semi-final. Rubino of Italy, Louis Francis of Great Britain, Spear of the Netherlands doesn't go in lane 2, Dubois of Sweden, or Switzerland rather, in 4, Vojnovic of Croatia in 5, Lovgren of Sweden in 6, Lashore of Great Britain in 7, Ørsgaard of Norway in lane 8. But this fella has put his troubles behind him, well, certainly appeared to in the heat, 6:57, and that's pretty good. Remember, he was a bronze medalist in the World Indoor Championships. Lovgren here, very useful. His parents both international sprinters. And has a best of 6:62. Well, Louis Francis got away pretty well, so did Lovgren on the near side. Louis Francis and Lovgren. Louis Francis goes through. Lovgren and Rubino. Rubino, Italy, and Lovgren will pick up the 4th place in a moment. 6.59. And that was pretty useful. Looked pretty easy to me. Another sub 6.6 clocking for Louis Francis.
And it's a good lineup as well. In lane 1 we had Mark Blumer of Germany. This is lane 2, Rok Petanec of Slovenia. I think he's just pleased to be in this semi-final. And Jason Gardner, which they're almost going past, and they would ignore him at their peril, as would everybody else, because this is the man who is becoming, I think, the favourite in many people's eyes. Jason looked good in qualifying yesterday. We've just seen Mark Lewis Francis go through, but is Mark Lewis Francis on top form? I think Gardner is. Away they go this time. Jason not out as quick as he would have liked. It's Jason Gardner starting to come through now. Dockal coming through as well. It's going to need Gardner from Dockal and maybe Bungalow. 6:55. 500s quicker than Lewis Francis. Not scintillating, but good enough for me. That was business-like rather than, I guess, superlative. Not maybe the quickest of starts. Jason is usually first over those first 5 or 10 yards, but it was good enough, and his pickup was good, and he won.
Not his customary excellent start, but what he does well is once he gets ahead, he is very, very hard to close down on, and he does that, comes across the line there, a comfortable victory. I think he believes he's got a great chance. I actually have tipped him to be the champion because I think he's back, he's ready, he's shown great form this season, consistency's there, determination. Look at him there, he's only thinking of one thing: get to that line first, stamp my authority on this race. He does that, does it very well indeed. 6:55, I think he can go a lot faster.
Well, I think he may well have to go faster. I'm not sure how fast Steffi Graf will have to go. I think the gold medal, well, if there are any certainties around, she's one of them.
And the certainty is we will be going back to Vienna again later for the 60-metre final. In the meantime, your emails have been coming in by the dozen. In fact, I've almost had about 100 so far, including Catherine and Sarah, who feel that the Giants can still win. Mark McCluskey in Antrim says, let me please win the shirt, please, please, please. And Simon Willis in Belfast says the Giants are down, but not out. I also have a few updates for you from Gaelic Football's National Football League. Donegal 3 points, Tyrone 3 points. Fermanagh 1-8, Kildare 1-4. This after, well, these are probably half times. Derry 3 points, Sligo 4 points. Down 1-7, Clare 2 points, and Antrim 4 points. Armagh 1-4. That up the road from here at Casement Park. Now, they've just come in the air. Scottish Eagles are threatening to spoil the party for the Belfast Giants at the Odyssey in the Challenge Cup final after the first period. It's 2-0 to the Eagles. And hopefully now we can look at some of the inserts from the first half, or the first period even. And here comes the first goal, and what a disaster here for the Giants, an awful mistake. Mike Beale's the top goaltender in the league, or at least he was before today, and that was the first goal. And with me to talk about that, two of the Nottingham Panthers who were at the Giants game last night, in fact playing for the Panthers, and on the losing side, PC Druin and Ashley Tate. What did you make of that?
Well, I don't know what was going through Bellsy's mind there. I think maybe he just mishandled the puck. I think 9 times out of 10 he's just going to put that around the boards, make the safe play. But on that occasion he tried to go up the middle and paid the price.
Terrible mistake, PC, wasn't it?
I was surprised. He just made a very bad mistake, and Gordon, I believe it was, had a great presence of mind to just shoot the puck right away. So,
what do you put it down to? I noticed there Alex Dampier talking about overconfidence. Maybe there's nerves. Maybe the fact they had to play you last night. Maybe the guys are tired physically and mentally.
I believe a combination probably of all those things. They might be a little bit tired from last night. Air came in and they played a great first period and capitalized on 2 very bad mistakes from the Giants, and that really kills you when a team capitalizes like that.
Actually, this wasn't in the script at all, was it?
No,
we all thought the Giants would win and win well.
PC and myself were just saying, we both, back in Belfast, and Air came in. I think they have their game plan. They're sticking to it, and they got off to a flyer with the mistake there, got one on the board, and then you can't give someone like Courtney that much time in front of the net when he scored the second 2-0.
Yeah, well, let's have a look at the second as well. Now, we thought actually that they were coming to defend, and they're 2-0 up. Maybe they will defend after going 2-0 up. What happened there?
Yeah, I can't remember how that play developed, but Silverplatz made a nice behind the back pass. Courtney went in and put it in the back of the net. Someone like that, he's not going to miss from there.
Here it is again, PC.
Yeah, I believe it was kind of another mistake. Kelman made ill-advised pass to the middle there. Silverplatz took it, brought in the zone, and made, like Ashley said, a great behind-the-back pass to Courtney, and you just can't give Ed those kinds of chances.
It's not going well, is it?
No.
Well, for the Giants, anyway. But all credit to Ayr. I mean, as we said, they drew 3 all here last week, and it's a one-off. It's a cup final, and they seem to have got their tactics right. Could you explain to me maybe what's going on out there in tactic-wise?
I think, like I said, Air had their game plan. They came in, set their stall out, and they just came and defend. Not like they normally do on the road. Gage will take all the pressure, and they'll score on the breaks, which they have done. And you saw Belfast. They kind of picked the tempo up the last 5 or 10 minutes, and Air were on the back foot a little bit. But every time they got under pressure, they had nothing. They just iced the puck, killed the play, and regain their composure.
And the Giants really need to do something. There they are coming out. They have a little bit left at their power play, which I should maybe explain for people who don't know, is when you have a one-man advantage. So they have a little bit of time here with an extra man.
Yeah, that's. I think it's key. They've got to. They really have to try and score on the back end of this power play. Get their foot back on the door. Air with a 2-goal lead is going to be tough.
Okay, thanks very much, Ashley and PC. Let's go over to the Odyssey, the second period, with Alex Dampier and Simon Cross.
Anyone who watched ice hockey in Salt Lake City will know that this is a sport full of surprises, and a 2-0 first period scoreline, certainly a surprise. Here's the first goal, an error by Bales, Alex.
Yeah, he got behind the net, and he really should have rimmed it around the glass, and he tried to shortcut it over to Ruff. Here's the second one, bad man coverage. Kellum got caught out, Barons came back a little slow, and Eddie Courtney just, he puts it upstairs better than most guys can. You can't give him that much room.
Nice finish by Ed Courtney. Gordon with the first goal, Ed Courtney with the second. It's 2-0 to Ayr as Berens and Byram get ready to face off for the second of the 3 periods. Just a little bit of work on the mask of Berens from our referee Kirkham.
Line changes are a key here, Simon, because it's a long ways for the defense to get back to their home bench. You leave too early, Belfast will hit you on a breakaway.
Behrens is ready. Second period is so important. The next goal in this game, very important. It either brings Giants right back into it or opens a rather daunting 3-goal lead for the Eagles.
Well, right now they've got an opportunity. 22 seconds left in this power play. They need something to happen.
And they shoot that one around the backboards and fight for it in the corners. Just 10 seconds remaining on the one-player advantage for Belfast. So good to get in a couple of shots here. Perhaps a chance. Oh, Rail was stopped by Gage. Well, quite an opportunity for Belfast.
Well, there's the guy that can save them right there. Bales, Gage comes up with a huge save.
So both teams now playing with 5 players. Shot just past the post from Sean Behrens. Behrens will try and wheel back and get it, but it goes past Till. Go to the bench, leave it for his defence to lap that one. It's Chad Allen. First year at the Giants. He gets that one forward. Dave Matsos, another newcomer to the Belfast squad this season. Johnson shoots. It's kicked away by Joaquin Gage. Johnson hasn't scored all season, Johnson, so it would have been a nice time to open his account.
Yeah, right now we're under pressure sign. They're just shooting that puck anywhere. They've got to settle down. That's not the way to play.
Bill Crow gets that one out. A break on here, though, is Jody Woods forward. And he takes the puck into the zone, and his teammate skated forward too quickly. Offside call on Bristow, I think.
Yeah, those are a good break-up ice. Right here, here they are. They've thrown the puck around, and all of a sudden they get this quick transition up ice. Unfortunately, they went offside on it. It was a good scoring chance.
Hoden Jickling. Waved away. Ward and Courtney will take this face off. Courtney just touches it back. Rizador shoots it around the boards. Here's captain Jeff Ho. Ward. Gage makes that touch off. Ward's a player I like very much, Alex. A player who just seems to do every job, not perhaps spectacularly, but just every job well.
Well, you know, he just made the job very easy for his defense partner there. He stepped out, stopped it, they're able to clear the zone. Otherwise, his defenseman could have been run, puck turned over. They right now are content. They want to keep this game slowed down. They don't want to give Belfast a chance to get any kind of flow going whatsoever.
Both teams will have plenty of legs in them, though, because the first period was not played at a great place.
Again, face-offs, very important here right now.
Ward and Courtney will take it. It's back, a shooting opportunity. Gage spills it. Get it away. Courtney. Molan, back to Courtney. Courtney tried to get it back quickly to Jickling, but it's cut out by Stevens. Here comes Stevens, he's hauled down. No call by referee Curtin. Onside is a shot. Gage makes a save. Hode wheels around. Gage just touches that one up, and he decides to make the grab and take the face off as Stevens was coming in close.
That's the second or third time Ayr just unloaded that puck into the middle of the rink. They can't do that. They've got to put it up the walls, otherwise they're going to get scored against. Belfast are too solid up the middle. They'll take every chance they get.
Gage made 8 saves in the first period. As Bales was the busier netminder. Beaten twice on 12 shots. Behrens. Taken away from him, though. This is Rhett Gordon, the scorer of the first goal coming forward. Sean Byram. Over the glass into the crowd.
That was a good breakout they had going there, and you know, they're so quick to get that transition going. Belfast have to be really careful the defense don't pinch up too hard. They're used to doing that. Chad Allen's one of their steady defensemen. Byram, he's been playing very well.
Been at Ayr since 1997, former Bracknell and Manchester man. Sean Byram, one of the mainstays of the British League for years. Weaver, his flick forward. Gathered though by Chad Allen. Good signing from Dave Whistle in the summer. A lot of clubs wanted Chad Allen in their lineup. Whistle got him. Allen, nice pass forward from him. And he finds Behrens. Behrens shoots in. No little touch there from Rail, so Gage was able to get it away. They need the big line, don't they? They need the line of Rail and Ruff and Behrens to really click in this second period. Stewart. Now to Allen. Bauber.
Ayr again are just quite content just to put the puck up the wall, get it deep, keep the flow going, try to keep Belfast out of the game. Belfast have had a few chances up the middle. They're trying to split the Ayr defense. Ayr's really going to have to tighten up, make sure they don't give away the middle of the rink.
So a face-off in the neutral zone. Bauber, the Lithuanian. Rizador. Taran Sandwith. Announced before the games, here is a Taran the Terror. A nickname he doesn't like very much. He says he's no terror. He's quite a softy at heart. Fine, solid defenseman though, played in the NHL. Now at the Giants, here's Sandwith. Sandwith comes forward. Can't find the final pass. And Ayr come forward, over the bar, off the glass and back around to Herbers. And a break-on chance here. Schulte had little support though. And he slowed up, wasn't sure where to go. Hode goes to ground. And Bowen just shoots that one behind the goal, allows the line change. That group skate off, replaced by another. Wood, Moline goes flying. Hillstrom comes in to keep it in there. Wood again, and Bowen this time. Well, Wood's the agitator. Taking a couple of slaps there from Bowen.
Well, you know, Moline had just drawn a penalty and Ayr going on a power play. Here it is here. Little pushing, little shoving. Moline gets hauled down. Automatic penalty, and then Woods gets drawn into it. They may get coincidentals on this one. We'll see what happens. I think Ayr will end up with the power play still. Woods certainly doesn't look happy on this. Hard to say. Bowen got a few shots in on Doty.
I'm surprised that Doty Wood perhaps didn't get more involved there, because Bowen made a couple of impressions on the nose of Wood.
Well, right now, I think Doty was. He's the most important thing right now. He's keeping the power play, and that's what they want.
2 minutes for roughing and 2 minutes for hooking.
So there's 2 plus 2 coming up on Belfast. So you're right, there will be a power play to Ayr. And we have a one-player advantage for the Eagles. It's loose in front of the net. Bales has to be sharp there. So what's happened here is that we've got a 2-minute advantage. We've got 3 men in the penalty box at the moment. 2 in from Belfast, 1 in from Ayr. So the 2-minute extra man advantage goes to the Eagles. Bales will be under pressure.
Well, Ayr right now, they're going to work around. They're just looking for a shot of any kind. They're going to stack the net, try to take away the sight line, and really, you know, they probably won't be anything fancy.
Well, skating in, Rizador. Can't find the opening for the shot. Bales has to watch out.
Boy, Ayr had some good chances there. They could have put another number 3 in.
Well, Rhett Gordon has some wide open net. Fort Bell's got to go across quickly to snuff out the chance. Here's Byram. He's got Weaver behind him. The homegrown talent, Jonathan Weaver, lays that one back. Here's Byram again. Bales. It's loose, but cleared by Belfast. Exactly what you want as a goalie. If you give up the rebound, you want one of your own shirts there to clear the loose puck in front of the net.
Right now, Ayr just putting everything on net, and they're just hoping to get rebounds.
7 minutes played in this second period. Gordon and Courtney in the first period. Shorthand, here comes Matsos, shoots, Gage turns it away.
Yes.
30 seconds remaining on the power play for Ayr. Giants doing a good job at the moment of killing this, though. Just eating up those seconds. But here's Ed Courtney. Winds, Bales. Slams his legs together to make the save.
The only chance Eddie Courtney gets to shoot right here, he shoots. He's got 2 guys going to the net hard. Their players know when Eddie gets the puck, he's going to the net with it. Ayr team just drive the net home for rebounds.
Ed Courtney's a player that you coached. I guess he's a coach's dream because he always puts the puck away.
Well, some nights he is. He has those lapses, but yeah, Eddie's a good player.
Once had a 70-goal season in the British game. Not a bad return.
No, when Eddie first came to us in Sheffield, he added a great deal of scoring punch, and he was certainly a welcome addition to our lineup.
34 years old now. Played in the National Hockey League with the San Jose Sharks. Actually had a very good season with the Sharks, scoring 20 points. But since then made his career in Great Britain with Sheffield Steelers, and now in his second season with the Eagles. Scored a second goal, the vital second. They're still on the power play. Bales makes a save. He's really been kept busy. He's making far more saves than his opposite number. Although Gage has had to be on his toes in this second period.
And Bales came up with a big save there. That could have quite easily been the 3rd goal. He's had to come up big right here, right out of nothing, but he was ready for it. Cleaned up his own rebound, which is important. Ayr always got guys camped out in the doorstep.
Both teams playing with 5 men now. The penalties are over. And a wrap around. Bales makes a save first time, but he can't make the second stop. Well, straight it back to full strength. The Giants concede a goal. It was the young Brit, Jonathan Weaver, who skated in to make the final touch. And the only homegrown talent on the ice.
Right off the face-off, he goes around behind the net, wrap around. Ayr crashed the net. Yeah, it's a good play right there. You know, they're big and strong. They take advantage of their size. Bales makes the save. Just couldn't control. Weaver skates in. Whistle won't be happy with the player coverage there. Weaver had too much time to walk in. Great play right there. That was good hard work on Ayr's count.
Well, now the Giants really have some work to do. This crowd has really got to lift their side, because no one in their wildest imagination would imagine a 3-0 lead to the Eagles.
You know, hockey's funny that way, Simon. 1 goal right now, the crowd gets lifted, things happen.
In 8 meetings in league play this year, Belfast won 7, whereas Dave Whistle's side had 1 tie. Whistle now issuing the instructions to try and make sure that his team don't suffer the first defeat of the year to the Eagles.
Well, the Eagles right now, you know, you can throw the form book out the window. They get a chance. What they've got to do, they don't have to worry about making it 4. Just keep playing solid defensive hockey. Make sure they don't get caught out.
Belfast Giants, the dominant side in British ice hockey this season. They won the league with 6 weeks to spare. Their first championship in just their 2nd season. But at the moment, struggling to make it a cup double. He played nearly half this match. It was Matsos. Important little touch forward to Bowen. Shot just past the right-hand post of Gage. You shouldn't underestimate the work that Gage has done in the net for Ayr, because in the early part of this spell, he had to be very sharp.
Well, right here is a pass back, quick shot. You know, he's got to be alert. He hasn't had a lot of work to do, and that's often tough for a goaltender. A lot of goalies like to be busy. He's been standing around a bit. He has to be ready, though, because Ayr, you know, if they have a lapse or two, Giants come in with some quality chances. But he's been a big player for Ayr tonight. He's made the big saves when they needed them. Belfast definitely need this crowd into the game right now. They need to get them off their seats somehow.
It's not cleared by Ayr. Johnson keeps it in. Now a chance for Alan Schuler to get forward. It's Courtney. Courtney still into Jickling. Past the post. Jickling again to Moline. Deadline day signing. Great skater, finally starting to produce in terms of goals and assists. But a real nuisance. Here come Belfast, it's Johnston. Formerly at the London Knights, also the Bracknell Bees. Johnson gets that one across. It's cut out before it can reach Colin Ward.
Belfast have got their defense jumping into the game an awful lot now, Simon. They do anyway, but they're even more so. They're down 3 goals. They've got to jump up and take some chances.
Bob Stewart coming forward, looking for Kevin Rail. Rail, Berens and Ruff out there now, but it's the Eagles with possession. And Weaver, the scorer of the 3rd goal with that shot.
Jonathan Weaver, he's a solid player. He's certainly one of the better British kids in the league.
And it's great to see the homegrown talent of Jonathan Weaver having such an impact and being one of the top players in this game. Scoring that 3rd goal. And this is good work by Jason Ruff. Chad Allen. Rail, right at the back. Not where the Giants need him. That'll be a face-off. Gage gathers that one.
Well, he's quite happy to kill the puck. They're doing well on their draws right now, so, you know, Gage kills it. Kills any momentum that the Giants might be trying to build up. But Ayr have got to be careful of the Giants defense jumping in. They're very offensive. You know, Johnson jumps in there, Stewart jumps in.
Just over 8 minutes remaining in the 2nd period. The Giants need a goal. They were just hesitating there, wasn't quite sure whether to come for it. Did eventually. away by the team currently leading by 3-0. Matsos. It's Curtis Bowen. Well, it's a breakout opportunity here for Ayr. Wood inside. Bales makes an important stop. Penalty coming up on the Eagles. It's Jeff Hode. Well, Hode wanted the play to carry on there, but the line change was sloppy by Belfast. Whatever, they'll get the power play advantage.
Here's an opportunity right here, Simon. You know, Ayr could have closed it down right there. Just didn't get the quality shot they wanted, but they sure drive the net hard. They're all over that goalie. You know, Belfast are jumping into the play. 5 guys on the offense, and it either works or they're going to lose another goal here. It'll be 4-0 pretty quick.
Dodie Wood is off for 2 minutes for slashing. A bit of debate going on about where the face-off should be, what's going on. Both teams will regroup. And Dodie Wood, in 106 games for San Jose Sharks in the National Hockey League, scored 18 points, Alex, 471 penalty minutes.
Well, he likes that third column, but you know, in all fairness to him, the guy puts the numbers up. He's a legitimate goal scorer, point getter, and he's also tough. So, you know, between himself and Paxton Schulte, they're very effective players for the role they have.
Now here's a great chance for Belfast.
Both teams are very, very aggressive on their penalty kill.
Another 1:30 remaining on this power play. 6.5 minutes remaining in this second period. Rob Stewart drives that one forward. It's around the boards. Giants really need to make an impression on this power play, even if they don't score. As long as they can start peppering the net, give Gage some work to do. A chance in front of net, straight across the face. Johnson unable to get the final touch and then cleared by Eagles.
Really, you know, Belfast has got to start shooting the puck. They're trying to make a pretty play, and it's just not coming off for them right now. I think they need to get it back and start shooting. That's really where they're very effective.
45 seconds remaining on the one-man advantage. Wood is in the penalty box, in the sin bin. Shot! Nice glove save.
You know, again, Gage comes up with a big save. A bit of an error right at the blue line. Quick shot, Gage is ready.
It's a real blockbuster of epic proportions, and they're selling out quick.
Just shot it over the boards with the reaction save. Gage, who played in the NHL last season with Edmonton Oilers. Very quick transition from the National Hockey League to the ISL. Quality netminder.
Well, I think there was a lot of jobs went missing last year, and a lot of guys were unemployed, so, you know, he wanted a place to work.
Still 39 seconds remaining on this power play for Belfast.
Again, faceoffs are so important here, Simon, particularly, you know, you're trying to kill this clock down.
This is Behrens. Rail. Just over the bar, the shot. It's Jeff Hode. Back to Rail. But Rizador makes a vital interception for Eagles, who come out. Short-handed. Shot. Wasn't so far away from Sean Byram.
No, Sean shoots the puck very well. He got away on them.
Chance to go begging here for Belfast. Chad Allen's long-range effort deflected over. And there's another penalty coming up straight away. Just as Ayr return to full strength, the penalty is killed. I think Simon Kirkham saw something off the puck.
You know, I didn't really see anything there. Looks like he's heading towards Ayr again.
The players aren't too sure either, are they?
Well, you know, there are 5 minutes left in this second period. Another critical call.
Well, it's on Belfast. Sean Behrens is going off. He doesn't agree with it. They rarely do, though, do they, the players? But Behrens still remonstrating with Kirkham. He doesn't think that was a fair shout. Holding the stick is a penalty. With 5:12 to go, Belfast, having just had the man advantage, now find themselves with just 4 players on the ice.
Yeah, that's a frustrating penalty. You know, you just have an opportunity and you lose a penalty. So Ayr's chance now.
And Behrens, an important player in the Belfast side. At least he'll be well rested for 2 minutes when he comes back out. But here's some pressure. Dodie Wood. And Courtney goes to ground. Puck will be cleared up the ice by Belfast, who won't be looking to doing any scoring in the next 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Well, they don't want to get complacent either here, Simon. They've got to make sure that they stay on top of their game.
Wait to get Behrens back out there again. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Just 40 seconds remaining on this power play for Ayr. The Giants just looking to eat it up and play the last 3 minutes or so of this session equal-handed and try and get that goal back. Schuler, Weaver, score of the third goal. Gets it back from Gordon. Weaver out in front to Byram. That's a vital save by Bales.
That was a good play by Jonathan Weaver. He's playing very well. Down to the corner, quick play out front. Great opportunity by Byram, just missed it.
There's Weaver still. Penalty's ticking down. Bales can't make that stop, and the wraparound chance is finished. Well, Ayr have scored just as Belfast returns to full strength.
You know that Jonathan Weaver made that goal again. He got the
Gordon. Red Gordon with his second of the game. You're right, Weaver was out there and making all the play.
Yeah, great play. Weaver heads up, saw the guy down the goal line, but give Gordon his juice. He stepped out, made a real good play to the net.
So Weaver and Gordon, a very important partnership. And they've given the Eagles a 4-0 lead. Now how Belfast need a goal now. And the remaining 2:45 of the second period. Here's the chance. Massos, stopped by Gage. Kurt Bowen, deflection, could have gone anywhere, went over the bar. In front of the net. Well, there was a moment there for Belfast to have somebody right on top of Gage to try and finish that one. Here's Matsos' effort. Gage made the kick save.
You know, there hasn't been a lot of pressure, you know, other than the power plays, but when Ayr have had their chances, they certainly take advantage of them. Well, the Ayr crowd are certainly letting themselves be known here now.
Very much in the minority, but the supporter of Port Heavey side making a noise. Dave Whistle looking very concerned on the bench, as well he should be. His team trail by 4-0. 2 minutes left in the second period. They need to be the next team to score. the only chance they really have. Lifting the crowd, lifting themselves and getting back in this game. The Eagles won't mind at all. They've done very well in this game. Good for their lead. Israel, top scorer in the league. They need some production from this line. Here's Rupp. Behrens, backhander. Gage away. It's in, but it's not going to count. It won't count. There had already been a whistle on the play. The stick was high anyway. Belfast will argue about it, but it's not going to count whatever happens, whatever they say.
Now here it is right here. Shot to the net. Puck jumps up pretty high. No, that'd be pretty harsh. There's nothing a goalie can do about that. In fact, the faceoff should be outside the zone. Well, it did one thing. It got the crowd to their feet.
So Gage just pops it up here. And the stick knocks it in from up high. No goal.
Again, you know, Ayr just made a couple fundamental errors and let Belfast into the game. They've got to shut it down for this last 1:24 in the period. Make sure they don't give them any kind of an advantage or any kind of scoring chance.
So just to clarify, I think the whistle had gone before the high stick put the puck in. It was some sort of stick in on Gage, was it, that the referee Kirkham called the play for?
I'm not sure what he called it for, but I assume it was for the high stick or the stick on Gage's glove.
Same result, no goal, Belfast, but at least some signs for the crowd to get some encouragement from. A minute remaining in the second period. Johnson. They've got to fight for every puck now. Sandwich to Ward. Stevens and Ho try and combine, but it's away by Ayr. So just 20 seconds remaining on this second session. And the Eagles have doubled their lead.
Well, right now, Ayr they're fighting hard for every puck. They're just trying to get through this period. 4-0 up, you know. Unbelievable. You'd never put money on that kind of result right now, Simon.
The Eagles fans have watched their side lose 7 games to Belfast this season and tied just 1. Perhaps significant that tie came in this building just a week ago. By far, the Eagles' best performance against the Giants this season. Until this one. 5 seconds to go in this second period. No time for Belfast to get up the ice. They'll have to shoot it from range. Bowen does so. Gage makes the glove save. And Gage skates off after 40 seconds, unbeaten.
He's been outstanding, really. You know, I've always respected him as a goaltender, but you know, today is a big game, and he did everything that Ayers asked him to. Whenever they had the opportunities, he's come up with that save they needed. He slows the game up. He freezes the puck. He's doing everything that the Ayr defense want him to do.
What about if you're the coach of a team that trails 4-0 in a winner-takes-all cup final? What do you say?
Well, I just about said it right there. You know, I've been in that position a few times, and occasionally we've been lucky and come out with it, but the players know what they have to do. You know, right here, it's a wraparound. Weaver skates in. Thank you very much. Puck's loose. Man marking was really bad, but, you know, again, you got to give Weaver his credit. He's been involved in the last 2 goals. He's playing extremely well. Here we are here, Weaver again. Shot from the point down to the goal line. Gordon steps out. Yeah, he's just given too much time. The coverage in their own zone, I think, you know, Ayr pretty well got their coverage right. That was a bit of a cheap shot at the end there.
Yeah, Gordon brushed off the clock on the jaw pretty quickly. And there you go, Belfast Giants 0, Ayr Scottish Eagles 4 after 40 minutes. 20 minutes for Giants to get right back into this game. Well, plenty for the Giants organisation to get worried about. I wonder what Bob Zeller thinks of it. He's down ringside with Denise.
Thanks very much. Yes, Bob with me now. I don't know what to say, Bob. We did not expect this. How can they come back from 4-0 down?
Oh, sure. We've done it before. We'll do it again. You know, this is a one-off game. Both teams are right up for it. Both teams are going flat out. And past records count for nothing in a game like this. They came out, they had the jump on us at the beginning. We've been playing a lot better. There's still 20 minutes to go. This is ice hockey, and we can still win it.
So you're still optimistic despite the fact that they've got some superb players playing absolutely 100%?
Oh, sure. I'm always optimistic. You know, it's the nature of the game. Sometimes at the end of the second period, you can be down 3 or 4 goals. We are, but you watch, our guys will come back and they'll give their very best, and usually that's good enough.
There was an opportunity missed, perhaps, on the power play there. The Giants were throwing everything at Ayr, still couldn't get it in the net. They should just shoot the puck all the time.
Well, they should, but then if they shoot the puck and waste the shots, then you say, you know, that's a waste too. They do what they think is best under the circumstances, and sometimes that's not good enough. Sometimes it is.
Byram is exceptional, isn't he, for them?
Yeah, he's always exceptional. He's always good against us. That's the worst part of it. But all of the Ayr team is a good team. We played a game against him the other night. We were lucky to come away with a 3-3 tie.
Okay, let's see what happens. Back to you in the studio, Jerome.
Thanks very much there, Denise. Bob being positive, but then again, he used to be a journalist, and you know what they're like. Keep your emails coming in to us. The address is ice.hockey@bbc.co.uk. And the quiz question, if you missed it earlier, what number does Geraldine Heaney, earlier on this programme, Lurgan's gold medalist at the Winter Olympics, what does she wear on her shirt? What number? The prize is a shirt signed by Geraldine and with her name and number on it as well. And Geraldine will pick the number, pick the winner before the end of this programme at about 5:25. We have a few emails already, and Lisa Reid is Jeff Hode's biggest fan. Says it doesn't matter if the Giants win or lose today, she'll still support them. Alex O'Mahony wants to know if there's a Giant supporters club in Dublin. Might be one in Belfast after today. Maybe someone else can answer that. And Chris Farrington in Cambridge reckons Geraldine Heaney wears the number 19 shirt. Close, but not close enough, I'm afraid. That's not right, but keep working on it. Elsewhere, I can give you a few updates from the Gaelic Games in the National League. It's now Donegal 1-5, Donegal Tyrone 6 points. I have a result down 2-11, Clare 9 points, so down of 1. Derry 1-6, Sligo 7 points, Antrim 0-5, Armagh 1-7, Fermanagh 1-8, Kildare 1-4. Leeds Everton in the Premiership is 0-0 at half-time, though Leeds have Dominic Matteo sent off. United Derby just started about 4 minutes ago. And Rangers 1, Dundee 0, Amoruso with a penalty on 68 minutes. Time now for more European Indoor Athletic Championship action from Vienna. Coming up, the final of the men's 60 metres with Britain's Mark Lewis Francis and Jason Gardner, the Bath Bullet, up against one another. We start with the final of the women's 800 metres. Local favourite in Vienna, Stephanie Graf, not the tennis player, in the race here. Stuart Story is on commentary once again.
4 laps of the track, the women's 800-metre final. And Cheplack has gone off very hard, but I don't think that Stephanie Graf is going to let her out of her sight. Right on the inside, Gousset of France. But as predicted, only 100 metres gone. Cheplack is going out hard, and Stephanie Graf in second place. And already they put about 3 or 4 metres between themselves and the rest. Steve.
Well, it's a good effort by Sepp Black. It's all she can do, and I think she's also doing this to make sure she gets the silver, because these two are definitely much better than the rest. She probably knows that the likelihood is that Graf will come past her on the last lap. We all expect that. The crowd expect that. Sepp Black expects that. But if they are running like this, she's at least going to be guaranteed of the silver. But it's a good effort.
It'll be interesting to see what the 400-metre split is. Sepp Black in the lead, Graf in second, and then a 15-metre gap between the rest. They're fighting for bronze at 57.34. Just as we expected, Sepp Black being shadowed by the strong woman of 800 metres, Stephanie Graf. This is fantastic championship running. The rest are 20 metres back now. Sepp Black coming through with 300 metres to go. Stephanie Graf. And this Vienna crowd going absolutely crazy for their favourite athlete. Totally focused, Stephanie Graf, and totally favoured by the cameras here. 200 metres to go. Sepp Black is really putting the hammer down now. The crowd lifting. The darling of Austrian athletics, and Stephanie Graf goes into the lead. Is Seppák going to finish second behind this great Austria once again? What has she got left? She's still fighting. The Slovenian is still coming. The Slovenian is going to go past Stephanie Graf. She's going to win the biggest upset of these championships. Oh, incredible. Gosset of France takes the bronze, 1:55.81. A new championship record by about 4 seconds. Well, 1:56.40, the world record before this. Everybody getting excited. European champion. That is not a European record, it is a world record. Christina Bochtel, the great East German, back in 1988. And it took a world record, Steve. You said it would take a world record to beat Stephanie Graf, and that's exactly what it did.
Well, I said it, but I didn't think she could do it. And to be honest, I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless, because Seppák, I think there was something in there that said, I know you're Steffi Graf, I know you're on home soil, I'm going to make you work hard. We accepted that. She took it out, and I thought, Brett, that's good, but you can't sustain this, you can't keep this going. But she did, and she broke a world record. Not only broke it, I mean, that is absolutely phenomenal. Well, here's the lineup for the women's 60. Prokofiev is in lane 1 for Slovenia, Andrei Philipp, Germany in 2, Kislova of Russia in 3, Marion Wagner, Germany in 4, Karin Mayer of Austria in 5, Kim Gevet, Belgium in 6, Georgia Kokloni from Greece in 7. Crowd are silent. And away they go. Karin Mayer didn't get the best of starts. Kislova did. It's Kislova of Russia leading in a minute. Kislova may get there from Gevet. Gevet comes through. He gets it. Kim Gevet, 7:15. And the last 3 or 4 strides came through to snatch it from the Russian. The crowd have gone silent once more, because they were hoping that Karin Mayer could bring them something special, but it was Gevet of Belgium who's won their country's first gold medal in women's events at these championships. Hats off to her. She was the best in qualifying, but I thought that Kislova had it wrapped up, really, until the last few strides, and Gevet just turned on the gas. And she got there, John.
Well, not to pat myself on the back, but I called it in the 1-2-3 order. So thank you very much, Steve.
Should be a cracking 60-metre final for men. There's the lineup: Rabino of Italy, Bongolo of Belgium, Lovgren of Sweden, Gardner of Great Britain, Dovgul of Ukraine, Lewis Francis of Great Britain, Ersgaard of Norway. Away first time, and Jason Gardner's got a good start. He's going well for the pressure, and Jason Gardner's coming away, and Jason Gardner's and Lewis Francis. It's gold and silver in 6:49. Jason Gardner got the start he wanted. Lewis Francis chased him home, and he went with the form book, and he's defended his title. It was a brilliant run by Jason Gardner. His start was superb, and Lewis Francis didn't get away well, but my goodness, did he come through quickly in the final stages. We said he lacked the edge, John, in the earlier stages, but this man didn't. And Jason Gardner, 2 years in the wilderness through injury and illness, and that smile, it's a smile of relief. It's a smile that really demonstrates the success that he truly deserves. He's the European indoor champion.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Stuart. Really did deserve it. He deserved it in the first 10 metres. He was away and gone, race was over. It was really a case of who was coming second, and Mark Lewis Francis, we know his latter part of his race is excellent. That's where he's always going to have problems. If he cannot really work on that initial start, he's going to be in trouble. And he was put under pressure from the beginning. It was a case of who was coming second. In the middle of the field here, Jason, first 3 strides, he had half a yard on the field. It's all over. And he just kept on accelerating away. It's now when Mark Lewis tries to bring him back, but that's not going to happen in 60 metres.
Gold and silver for Great Britain, and Jason, you've defended your title. Well done.
Excellent. Enormous pressure. Right from word go, I had Mark running me close in all the races back home and abroad. Delighted after the 2 years I've had. It's great to be back, and I'm looking forward to stepping on top of that rostrum.
And for you, Mark, you didn't win, but you were happy when you crossed the line with the silver, weren't you?
Definitely, you know, it's been a hard indoor season this year, and you know, getting beat by Jason, you know, it's just a big experience for me, and like, you know, I can't complain, man. I'm 55 at a major championships, and, you know, it's a silver medal, can't complain.
Another medal for you. another comeback for you, and hopefully that'll move you on now to greater things.
I hope so. I said right at the start of the year that it's one step at a time, and that's what I've been doing. I now got to make sure I look after myself when I go back into training, but hopefully things going well. You'll see me in the Commonwealth Games and European Championships.
More athletics later and more ice hockey in just a moment. Briefly, first a few Gaelic football full times. Fermanagh have beaten Kildare, good win for them, 113-1-9, and Mayo have beaten Cavan 214-212. Now that ice hockey, and with me now PC Druin and Ashley Tate from the Nottingham Panthers, and to put it mildly, not going well for the Giants.
Not for the Giants. If you're an Eagles fan, it's, you know, I couldn't have written the script any better. But you know, they'll be pleased with the way the first 40 minutes have gone. But they know they've got 20 minutes. That, you know, the game plan they won't be changing anything. You know, they'll kind of try and do what they've done already. Keep Belfast to the outside. You know, just limit their chances. But
and PC, surely they can't come back from this. I mean, Bob Zeller's been optimistic, but I can't believe they're going to come back.
Well, you never know. They're going to try to throw everything at them, throw the defenseman up in the offensive zone, and just hope for a quick goal, get the crowd going, and hopefully, you know, you just never know. Anything can happen. They have the talent to do it, but it'll be a tough challenge.
Okay, well, we were 2-0 down. Saying the Belfast Giants were 2-0 down at the end of the first period. It's now 4. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from the second period. Don't really want to, but we have to. So a couple of the goals here, and the first one was just after a power play had finished, so we're back to 5-all, and this was the fight where actually we ended up with the Giants going down to 4 men.
yeah, I think the penalty had already been called, so you know, regardless of that little fracas, we're going to go on the power play anyway.
We haven't seen too much of that. I mean, a lot of people think there's a lot of fights at the Giants games.
You know,
maybe they need a wee bit more aggression today.
Yeah, you know, great play. Let Gordon walk around, used his body well, got the puck to the net, rebound. Weaver came straight in, nobody anywhere near him, and put the puck in the back of the net.
And around this time, I think you commented to me, lights out, or maybe that's when the fourth goal went in.
Yeah, I think Belfast they'd been on the power play just before this. They couldn't convert the chances. You know, that's big games like this. That's what wins. You know, special teams. Whether you kill a penalty or you go out there and score on the power play.
And PC, are the Eagles fairly 4-0 ahead? Is that a fair reflection of what's happened out there?
I would say that they've been dominating the play, but 4-0 is quite striking. They really capitalized on their chances. They didn't get that many, and they just made the best of it every time.
Yeah, this is nice.
This is the fourth goal coming up now. We really didn't expect this, and as I say, lights out, we think, at this stage.
That line's been playing an excellent game.
And see, that's the risk. If you go for another goal, I mean, you could end up losing another one. It could end up 5 or 6 here, the way it's going.
That's the thing. It's a fine balance. You know, you've got to, like PC said, the defensemen are going to be pushing up, you know, trying to create chances, but you leave yourself open at the back. And this nice play from John Weaver just brings the puck to the middle, throws it back down. I think Byron throws a nice pick on the defenseman there and just allows Gordon just a second to walk out in front.
No doubt, of course, the BBC will get the blame here because the Eagles haven't beaten the Giants all season, and all of a sudden it's 4-0. Can you guys explain that in a sentence or two?
Well, we're talking about it. Maybe Belfast were a little bit tired. They look a little sluggish right now.
Left behind last night against you. But I mean,
You know,
surely they know the game the next day. They weren't going all out last night. It didn't matter last night.
They're playing differently than they did last night.
Yeah, they seem, you know, like last night, they was just constant. They kept coming out as, you know, every chance they had. And tonight they seem a little, maybe they are sluggish. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from there because they've played a perfect game so far. But I think Belfast has a lot of work to do. They're going to have to dig deep to find something to come back.
And to be fair to the Eagles, there's a lot of their fans watching us, and a lot there at the Odyssey as well. I mean, the players aren't out yet. They are on their way, but you can see a lot of Eagles there and getting great support. And really, their team maybe was affected by all the hype as well, and maybe it steeled them for the game when they heard all this about the Giants. The Giants were at home, what the Giants were going to do, and maybe it made them more determined to come out and prove a point.
Yeah. They came down Belfast with a game plan, and they've just followed it to a T. They're playing aggressive. They're hitting.
Look at that. She's smiling, but the Giants fans are sitting there stunned. They can't believe it.
I know. All they need is a goal to get them going, and like I said, you never know. Chances are slim, but you never know.
And all they need after that is about another 3. And just to clarify now, if they get back to 4-all by some chance, there's the Eagles coming in. If they get back to 4-all, what happens then?
I think we'll go into sudden death overtime, where I think it'll be 10 minutes, and the first team to score will win. If that's not the case, then it goes down to penalty shots. So.
OK, well, the Giants fans will no doubt try and lift them here. We're going to go back for the third and final period, just very quickly to give you another Gaelic football full-time. Derry have beaten Sligo. No, they've lost to Sligo. Derry 110, Sligo 14 points, a 1-point win for Sligo up at Celtic Park. Derry's 4th defeat in the league so far. Right, OK, back to the Odyssey, just 20 minutes away from seeing who will get their hands on the Challenge Cup. Describing the action for the last period, once again, Alex Dampier and Simon Cross.
A scoreline going into the third period that not many would have predicted. 4-0 to the Eagles, but put simply, Giants must score early in this third period. The final period, and they've got to get that early goal to have any chance of adding the Challenge Cup to their league title. The first 5 minutes of this period, very important.
Yeah, you know, it was 18 shots each, but you know, that doesn't stand for anything. It's 4 goals for the Eagles right now.
Colin Ward's little boy there looking on, hoping Daddy can do the business in this final period. But Scottish Eagles, let's not take away from their achievement. I mean, there's a reason they're winning 4-0. They've just played so well.
Yeah, they've contained Belfast. They haven't let them get into the game at all.
Wood, Matsos, the puck is dropped. And we're underway for the final 20 minutes.
Challenge penalty right off the bat.
Well, that was silly. Straight off the face-off, I followed the puck down to the net, and Schuler gathered the puck down behind the net of Gage. Phil Crow got a penalty straight away, so a chance straight away for Belfast. They'll have a 2-minute advantage, but Crow was foolish.
Well, he got up against Schulte, and I think he's just trying to get Schulte off his game a little bit. He knows he's a key guy, and he doesn't want to, but, you know, right now, that's the last thing Aaron needed. And, you know, if Belfast are going to get into the game, this will be it right here.
This is the chance we're talking about. Straight away. Just a matter of seconds into the final period. Phil Crow off for 2 minutes. Power play. Rail looks to shoot. Goes instead to his right-hand side. Hode flashes one across the face of the net. It's cleared by Air. This is Kevin Rail. Chad Allen. Rail again picks it. Shot from Hode, loose in front of the net. Man in front of the net was Paxton Schulte, looking to unsettle Gage, maybe get the
big save
chance.
Big save right there. You know, Paxton's right on the doorstep, ready to pounce on any rebound.
Stevens, rough out there now. They'll mix the lines up on the power play. You'll see different combinations out there trying to work together with the man advantage.
Well, right now, Wiss has got to try anything. You know, he went to his best line. They got a couple good chances. Right now, he's got Stevens out there. Curtis Bowen on defense. Curtis a forward and a defenseman, but he'll shoot the puck. He gets a chance, he can rip it.
.56 seconds remain on the one-man advantage for Belfast. Bowen. This is Rob Stewart. Shot from out wide. Bowen can't keep it in the zone. It's cleared. Bale now has it behind his own net. 30 seconds remain on the power play. Stewart again. The rough goes to ground. Looks to the referee, gets nothing out of Kirkham, and Air clear that one, much to the joy of their small but vocal group of fans. 2 minutes into the final period, just a few seconds now remaining on this power play for Belfast. Curtis Bowen.
Your Scottish Eagles return.
It's 5-on-5 again. Crow is back for air. And a 2-on-2 breakout chance with Crow rushing to the net. Backhanded drop-off. Bales makes the save. And air clear the penalty.
Yeah, here it is right here. Crow drives the net real hard. He does what he's supposed to do. Tries to screen the goalie. He does that real well. He's a big, strong guy.
Mike Bales with some big saves, but he's been beaten 4 times. Hasn't perhaps had the coverage he wanted from his defence, although the first goal, I know Alex is being a little bit more sympathetic than I was, but Bales made a huge mistake.
Well, they've had some quality chances. You know, all the goals they've scored have been, really can't put the blame on Bales, except the one possibly.
Bristow's down. Whistle on the play, there'll be a face-off. Bristow's fine though.
Bristol's been a big, strong player for them.
The way that Ayr played that first period, when they came out, they completely controlled the pace of the game. They grabbed those 2 goals. One of them, perhaps a little fortunate, a very good finish, Courtney. And the way they took over physically.
Yeah, that's the big thing for them. They're a big, strong team. They've got to use that to their advantage they have tonight. They've gone down and worked hard on the Belfast defense.
Matsos will chase this one, but there have it. Back on his own blue line, Kelman shoots it in, gathered by Hode. Here's Bristow again. Dodie Wood drops it off. Bristow's in front of the net, the puck is loose, and Bristow's surely sealed it now. Bristow rushing to the net, just as Alex was saying, get to the net, cause some trouble.
You see this play, Dodie Wood drops it, Boo just throws it to the net. He drives the net hard, puck comes loose. You know, there's nothing a goalie can do about that. Defense have got to clear that guy out of there. That's not a soft goal, but certainly one I think that Belfast like to have another chance of protecting.
Alba and Wood involved. Bristow with a finish. At 16:48 remaining in the game. A 5-goal deficit is a big ask.
Well, they've just got to keep battling away. There's nothing else they can do for it. Just keep working, hoping something happens.
Nearly a tip-in chance there from Kevin Real. And the big, strong Ayr defence, very disciplined defence as well, have done a good job in keeping out the league's top scorers in Real and Behrens.
Well, it's not over by a long shot. They're still going to have to do some work.
We've both, Alex, haven't we, seen big comebacks in this sport. 5 is a lot, but it can be done.
Particularly in a league that's consistently a low-scoring league. You know, they'd have to really collapse right now and let that happen.
Allen, it's loose in front of the net, but Sandwith couldn't get the stick on the puck. And perhaps Sandwith, with the greatest respect, was not the man you wanted on the edge of the crease with the loose puck there.
Well, right now, Belfast are throwing everybody to the net. Defense, forwards, everybody's going hard. If you get a chance to go to the net, they go.
I have seen a 6-goal final period comeback. I'm not raising any false hopes here, but the old expression, it only takes a second to score a goal, never more relevant than in this sport.
And right now, Belfast have got to try to get something happening, and they're going to try anything. The players are, nobody's happy losing at home like this. A lot of pride at stake. You know, Belfast is a good team. You can't take anything away from them, but Ayr have come here with the right game plan, and they've got the bounces that they needed.
Well, if you're going to play Belfast 9 times in one season and just one final.
Schulte and Woods could be going at it here very shortly.
We don't often see fights in a cup final, but like getting thrown out of a cup final. When there's scores like this, quite change. And Schulte and Jody Wood having a little bit of a debate between themselves.
Well, Paxton right now is in a situation where one more fight, I think he has to sit out again. Well, here's a big hit in the corner. They're doing everything they can right now to ruffle Ayr's feathers, trying to get them to bite, but Ayr's being pretty disciplined.
Schulte and Wood take the face-off. And it's cleared by Ayr down the ice. Icing, so we'll have another face-off. 14:21 remaining.
You'll see right there that Paxton Schulte just went by and gave Phil Crow a bit of a shot.
Jitling and Maxos would like to take the face-off, but Schulte and Balba come in instead. A lot of stoppages here. A lot of facing off, squaring off. I feel like something could be coming here.
Everybody's trying to get Paxton involved here. Phil Crow steps up to him. Paxton's not going to do anything right now.
Well, if Belfast lose a man, it's game over completely, really.
Paxton's got his helmet in there.
Fierce competitor will be very disappointed with this game. Paxton Schulte. And as Hillstrom brings the puck off the ice. And Weaver battles for it on the boards. Weaver's done so well in this game.
Belfast just can't seem to get it together right now. They're really struggling.
Ruff to Behrens. Well, another mix-up between Allen and Stewart allows Byram to come away. Allen gets back, though. And here's Behrens. He's got Ruff with him and Rail as well. Neither can get a stick on the puck. And Byram forward for Ayr. He's upended. Kirkham won't call anything there.
There's Byram driving hard to the net.
And Kevin Rael for Belfast. 13 minutes remaining in the game. Ayr clear it again. Ed Courtney. Big hit on the boards. Johnson. Stevens goes down. Tripped by Jitling, but back on his feet. Here's Jitling. Jitling centers it. Moline. Shane Johnson. Johnson again. That shot from Dodie Wood. Curtis Bowens forward for Belfast Giants. Shane Johnson, former Bracknell Bees, London Knights defenseman, highly regarded. Skates to the bench. And the game very strange at the moment, Alex. Curtis Bowen. Schulte tries to bring it down. And 11-11 to go. Jason Bowen. Rough. Behrens. Behrens again.
Ayr just stacking up that neutral zone right now. They're just not letting Belfast come at them at all.
Chad Allen. Allen centers it to Behrens. No one there for Belfast to try and break this duck. Gage is 10-18 away from a shutout in a cup final. Behrens with that chance.
Well, this has been a great performance by Ayr. They've shut everything down that Belfast could throw at them. And they just keep plugging that neutral zone. And, you know, I don't think you're going to see much different between now and the end of the period. They're not going to be overly offensive. They're just going to take away everything that Belfast tries.
Jeff Hode hasn't given up yet. Stevens tries one. Goes away by Hillstrom, the Swede. The big, strong, very solid defenseman. And Courtney loops it away. It's one to chase for Moline. A deadline day purchase for Ayr Scottish Eagles. Jeff Hode. Here's Sandwich, backhands it to Hode. And with just over 9 minutes remaining in this game, they're just content to keep the puck away from their goalie Gage and shoot out the ice whenever they can.
Well, this is there's two fairly happy guys right there. Everything they've talked about has gone right for them today.
Paul Heavey and Scott Rex both have tasted success at the top level in the British game. Heavey, born and bred Scot. Here's Wood. Dodie Wood tried. Perhaps should have gone for the shot himself.
Well, I think he was looking to set up Phil Crow there.
Perhaps could have been a bit more selfish, though. There's Curtis Bowen. Right in front of the net. It's a real scramble going on there, but it's eventually away. And Cam Bristow's forward. Bristow beats his man and shoots. Bales just gets back to make the grab on the line. And there's a bit of a fight in the goal crease.
Jonathan Weaver got in there. Jonathan, he's a pretty honest hockey player, but he's not going to take it either. He's a pretty tough kid. Here's Bristow driving hard to the net. Does a good job right there. First Bale stands his ground. Just about rolled by him. Weaver will come in late looking for the rebound, what he's supposed to do. Gets pushed to the crossbar for his efforts. I think he takes a punch after that. A little better angle here. It looks like it's going to pop free. Bales just gets his hand to it.
Jason Bowen. In front of the net, a chance, but Behrens goes wide. Good opportunity for Behrens. Hellman. Rough. Well, last year we had a grand slam for the Sheffield Steelers. In 97-98, Jeff Hoadnell of the Belfast Giants was with the Air Scottish Eagles side that did the grand slam, won every trophy going. And people were tipping Belfast to do just that this year. They dominated the league so much, but it looks like the trophies will be shared this term. Rail past the post. Ed Courtney, the important second goal for the former Sheffield man.
Just wide, just clip the post. You know, when you're not getting the bounce, it just doesn't go for you. Belfast have had some chances tonight and haven't buried them. Ayr got their chances. Eddie Courtney gets a chance, he puts it top shelf. Some nights those happen. And, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. But playoffs coming up is very important right now. These guys got to play each other. Belfast have got to get that confidence and good feeling back in their dressing room. They've got to have a good third period here.
Belfast Giants winning the league by 21 points from Ayr. There's Jickling. Got some help from the bench. Oh. There's good work by Bauber. Nearly found a way in. Jickling. Courtney loses the puck. Tip-in attempt. Bales fumbles it, but it's Rob Stewart coming away. Poor power center defense by the experienced number 16. And Wood has it back. Giants with the league title. The cup going to Scotland by the look of things. And as Alex said, the playoffs to come. But I suppose this result will be noticed around the league, Alex, and give everyone a little bit of a jump.
Well, I guess it works the other way. It's going to be noticed in the Belfast dressing room, and whoever plays them next. There goes Bristol on a good break.
Bristow, he's surrounded, but he gets in the shot. But notice that the Giants can be beaten. With 5.5 minutes remaining. The Giants still trying everything to try and get some goals in this game. Here's Schulte. Johnson. Wood clears it.
Right now they just want to salvage some pride. That's what has to happen for Belfast. They got to get back into the dressing room in a feel-good factor. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on. Schulte's been parked out around Gage's crease, doing what he's supposed to do.
And Dodie Wood coming in there just to give him a nudge, remind him he's still around. Phil Crow as well. There's some real heavyweights out there. No one's throwing the first punch.
Well, right now with playoffs coming up, nobody wants to lose one of their key guys for fighting, so I don't think much is going to happen.
Schulte does have to stay calm because he is just a game away from an automatic suspension.
Well, the Air Scottish Eagle fans are happy. They got a nice ferry ride coming up.
It's been worth it for them, though. And even the most loyal of that number could not have expected such a scoreline.
I think the bartender might be busy on that boat.
There'll be some celebrations. Still another 5 minutes remaining. This is Todd Kelman. Jason Ruff. Kelman. A shot across the face from Rael. Gage watches that one go by as well. Ruff perhaps over-elaborating a little bit in front of net there.
You know, Ruff gets half a chance, he's in. Normally that puck had been on net, he doesn't get the bounce and loses it.
So 4:04 remaining now in the third and final period.
You know, David, right now, he's just looking for some kind of answer here just to get a goal. One goal right now and just try to get that feel-good factor again.
Ed Courtney. In that first period, recapping the scoring, Rhett Gordon given a gift by Mike Bales to make it 1-0. A great finish by Ed Courtney, making it 2-0. In the second, the Gordon-Weaver line and the partnership between those two accounting for both goals and a 4-0 lead. Loose in front of the net. Cam Bristow scoring the fifth, the vital fifth, the game-killing fifth in this third period. Allen. Schulte. Johnson misses it. It's picked up by Curtis Bowen. Sandwith. There's Rhett Gordon. Gets it in. Sandwith tries to cut it out. It's a stoppage. Good travelling support from Scotland to see the Eagles in this game. Very much, of course, outnumbered by the mass ranks of Giants fans in this sold-out game. But there's no doubt which ones are the happy punters. with just under 2 minutes remaining. Gage going for the shutout. Giants trying to save some face, but the cup very much going to Scotland for the second time. It's been in Sheffield for the last 3 years. A shock result. Belfast could never have expected this, and the fans look like they're shocked. The last gasp effort there from Berens. He manages to collect the puck off the boards again, but it's a chance to clear. And who would have thought 5-0?
No, you know, right now, Belfast are probably just wondering what they got to do. It's going to be a real tough job for Wisk getting them back in the dressing room.
It's Rail chasing it down. 40 seconds remaining. 40 seconds from the cup going to the Ayr Scottish Eagles.
Well, nobody's left the building. Everybody's still here.
And even the Giants fans on their feet now, which is good to see. Some pockets of Giants fans cheering on their side, looking for that last goal, just to save face, really. 10 seconds remaining, the puck is cleared. The Ayr players already starting to celebrate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Ayr players leave the bench. Gage lifts his shirt. Paul Heavey, the Ayr Scottish Eagles coach, can now relax and sit back and watch his team celebrate an amazing 5-0 win.
Yeah, you know, before we started this game, we talked about Ayr keeping it tight. Well, every chance they got, they scored. You know, that's certainly a way to put pressure back on Belfast. And going into playoffs, I don't think Coach Whistle's really happy to get that kind of result. He's just going to have to get the guys together this week in practice and try to sort things out.
That second line of Weaver, Byron and Gordon, so effective for Ayr. And Ed Courtney, when he got the chance, took it. Some great individual performances from the Eagles.
Yeah, I thought Weaver had a great game, so did Gordon. Played well together, created some goals when they needed, and defensively they were very solid.
And their goalie, of course. You don't get too many shutouts in this game, and to get one in the cup final, what a great honour for Joaquin Gage.
Yeah, he had some work to do. There wasn't a given all night long. He had to come up with some big saves, and that's what he's there for. He's really the guy that I think all year has really kept him in the hunt.
A big disappointment then for Belfast Giants, who have done so much, taken such huge steps, such giant steps, I suppose we should say, in the 2 years they've been here. They've won the league title, but well, the cup eludes them.
Well, they're champions, and they're champions for a reason. They'll regroup. They'll be ready for next week's playoff round. They're not going to lay down and die. There's still a whole new season to play here right now, and I'm sure they're going to be ready for it.
The first goal after Bell's giveaway to
Gage right here, you know, he just misfired it. You know, the first lucky break of the night for Ayr and the first bad bounce for them. Right here again, Eddie Courtney, ever the opportunist. Great goal. But Belfast just caught napping there, and you can't give them that chance. A goal right here, Weaver comes through, not marked. Basically, a lot of the goals have come from just guys getting away and not picking up their man. You know, it's easy to say after the fact, but another play right here. Weaver passes down to the goal line, walks out. I think these are things that Dave Whistle's going to certainly address before playoffs. Net drive, they were doing that all night long. They were just driving that net as hard as they could. There's nothing a goalie could do. He just outnumbered, big guys going to the crease.
5-0. Ayr Scottish Eagles beat the Belfast Giants. Let's return to ringside with Denise.
Yes, Geraldine's here with me, having watched the game. It's a one-sided result, but not quite a one-sided game.
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's unfortunate it wasn't a closer game. The goaltending of the Eagles, they played really well, and you know, the Eagles were on their game today, and the Giants just didn't really, you know, they didn't come out all that strong. But it was an exciting game, and I think it was very entertaining for the fans.
Do you think the Giants left too many gaps in their defence at times?
Pardon?
Do you think the Giants left too many gaps in their defence?
Yeah, for sure. I think so. I mean, they couldn't get really out of their own zone. They played a lot in their own end, and you know, they just didn't seem to have it together so much today. But you know, it was still a great game, and you got to give both teams credit for a great final.
Okay, just one thing, Geraldine. Choose a number between 100 and 150 for us.
91.
91 is the magic number.
Well, the trophy is being placed at centre ice, shortly to be lifted by the Ayr Scottish Eagles. The second time they've won the trophy. They won it, Alex, back in 97 to 98 season. There it is there. And then it became the property of the Sheffield Steelers for 3 years.
Yeah, you know, Ayr, we've seen Ayr take a lot of silverware in this league. It's been a bit of a dry spell for them recently, but this is certainly a step in the right direction for Coach Heavey and his squad.
And Geraldine Heaney being brought out on the carpet. She'll be part of the presentation ceremony. And they look at a rather dejected bunch.
Well, I think that's pretty well deserved, Simon. Although I certainly wouldn't have voted against Gage.
So Rhett Gordon gets the man of the match. I'm quite surprised at that. I would have said that a goalie getting a shutout in a final deserves the man of the match. Gordon was good, but Gage was better.
Yeah, I think you gave him an opportunity. Gordon played well. Weaver played well with him. That was a solid line.
Good to see the British Bear, Jonathan Weaver, being such an impact on this game. Let's look at Gage with his helmet off. Gage played in the National Hockey League last season with the Edmonton Oilers. Played a total of 23 NHL games. 6'2", he's a big goalie, covers a lot of net. And he just couldn't be beaten by Belfast, who really didn't get great production out of their top line. I was hoping for more from the Barons rough rail combination.
Yeah, the line has done it for them, but unfortunately they just couldn't get into a flow tonight. Ayr did a great job in shutting them down, and you know, you just can't get it going every night.
There's Jonathan Weaver, product of Sunderland, as the runners-up medals are awarded to the Belfast Giants. The fans here have seen one big presentation ceremony in this building before. The League Championship trophy awarded to the Giants just a couple of weeks back. They won it with 6 weeks to spare. They blew away the rest of the league in the second half, but unable to do the double. Here's Rob Stewart, who's a part of the Belfast lineup in their 2 years of existence. Big cheers go up for one of the most popular forwards, Sean Behrens. Showed some great touches, but Behrens unable to get through. And Curtis Bowen picks up his runners-up award. And you're right, Alex, making the point that so many people stay behind to watch this. The people here just love their hockey.
Yeah, it's very much, you know, the crowd of, as much as they've lost, they don't like it. They're still good sports fans, and they're here to appreciate Ayr for what they've done.
Huge cheer went up for Paxton Schulte. Jason Bowen, also a very popular figure. Paxton Schulte has got some work to do ahead of him. Didn't get involved. He was provoked him to fight several times, but never dropped his gloves.
No, he had to stay on the ice tonight. He's a key guy. He scored 20 goals, 10 on the power play, and if they were going to recover, Paxton had to be involved.
Big cheer goes up around the arena for the man who brought this side up from nothing. Dave Whistle, the Belfast Giants coach, coming onto the ice to pick up his award.
Whistle's done a good job. He'll be very disappointed right now, but he'll pick them up. There's no question. This week it's going to be a real tough job for them, and he's going to he'll put them to work.
One of the nicest men in the game. The players love playing for Dave Whistle, a real players coach. and title winner at both Bracknell Beath and at the Belfast Giants. The Ayr Scottish Eagles players now receive the cheers of their travelling support. Ryan Risador was an important part of their strong defence, the reason there was a big 0 up on the scoreboard. It's Cam Bristow, the scorer of the 5th goal, the killer goal really.
Well, this is certainly going to do their confidence some good. You know, they'll be tough in the playoffs.
Mike Jickling, big scorer at university level, is Dodie Wood, who was always a big physical presence on the ice. Jonathan Weaver had such a good game, Great Britain international, and former Manchester Storm player, also played in North America, one of the few British products to play in the top minor leagues of North America, and Weaver really played well this afternoon. Ed Courtney scored that 2nd goal, a player that you've coached, Phil Crow. Phil Crow involved a little bit more than I thought he would be, got plenty of ice time. And Rhett Gordon also got the man of the match in this game.
Number 30, Dino Bauer. Number 31, Joaquin Gay.
Here's the goalie.
There's the guy.
28-year-old Gage, the match winner for Ayr this afternoon.
Well, it's nice to see it means so much to him. You know, played the NHL last year, still got a big grin on his face.
He made some very important saves. I think back particularly to the start of the 2nd period, when it was still just a 2-0 game, and Belfast had that 5 minutes where they started to throw things forward, started to get a few chances, but Gage stood firm.
Yeah, he came up with some big saves when he had to. You know, without a good goalie, you're in trouble. Coming into playoffs or any playoff big game like this, you've got to get your goaltender to keep you in it, and he did. You know, he made the saves when they had to happen.
Geraldine will be giving the award across to the captain, Alan Schuler.
Now, Alan Schuler, the skipper, skates forward, and he'll receive the trophy from Canada's women's national squad member and gold winner from Salt Lake City, Geraldine Heaney. And a Challenge Cup trophy for the 2nd time in the hands of the captain of the Ayr Scottish Eagles, Alan Schuler.
Well, you know, the Giants fans are cheering as hard as anybody. It's nice to see there's a great deal of sportsmanship here in this arena.
They can't get the trophy away from the captain. He's got to start handing it around his teammates, I think. The dejected Giants leave the ice as the Eagles continue to celebrate.
Well, the Eagles celebrate at the Odyssey. Welcome back to the Grandstand studio. You've been watching the Challenge Cup final live on BBC Northern Ireland and on BBC Two Digital across the UK. The presentation taking place there, and I'm sure the viewers in Scotland enjoyed that. You can email the programme right now, the address ice.hockey@bbc.co.uk with your thoughts on the game. We're on until 5:25. And by the way, the competition winner of a Giant shirt with Geraldine Heaney's number and name on it, well, it is Emma Adams from Tandragee in County Armagh. And well, isn't that where Geraldine came from originally? And the number of her house is number 90, almost 91. The winner there, number 91, 91st email to come in from Emma Adams. I have some other sports news for you. Rangers have won 1-0 at Dundee United in the Scottish Premier League. Amoruso with a penalty. Everton Leeds ended 0-0. Leeds had Matteo sent off. And Manchester United went 1-0 down at Derby after 8 minutes to a Malcolm Christie goal. Paul Scholes equalised just before half-time, 1-0 at the break. And there's been a surprise in Gaelic football's National League. Tyrone have been beaten for the First time in the current league. Donegal beating Tyrone 110 to 11 points in Division 1A. In Division 1B, Mayo 212, Mayo 214, Cavan 212. Fermanagh 113, Kildare 19, Derry 110, Sligo 14 points, and my friends from the Nottingham Panthers had to get me to explain what that means. That means Sligo won by a point. Down to 11, Clare 9 points. In Division 2A, Antrim 111, Armagh 312, and Division 2B, Longford 112, Monaghan 11 points. Those are all the scores affecting Ulster teams. More on that later. And we'll also have well, the quiz is finished, but we do have superbikes, we have athletics from Vienna, and wheelchair basketball. But right now, PC Droon and Ashley Tate, my friends from the Nottingham Panthers, as I say, are here to offer some solace to the Giants fans, the poor Giants fans, depressed, shocked, stunned by that. What can you say to them?
Not to worry, because they still have a good team. They won the league.
Not to worry, they lost 5-0 at home in the Challenge Cup final. They were expected to win.
They picked a bad day to have a poor performance, probably their worst performance of the season, but you know, it happens, it's sports.
Yeah, actually I've just been looking through their results here now. 60 games this season so far, and that's only the second time that they have failed to score.
That's just the way sport is, I'm afraid. It's, you know, what can you do? Everything went, you know, perfectly for her today. Fortunately, Belfast, you know, couldn't come up with any goals. You know, they really didn't have any answers.
Amazing, though. I mean, we need some answers here. What do you think? Was it down to playing last night? Was it really having to play you guys last night? Were they tired? Were they overconfident? What do you think?
Well, to be honest, I didn't think they would be affected from last night's performance, but they must have been, because they didn't have the same jump that they did against us last night. They weren't skating as fast or jumping on pucks as easily. But they did have a pretty bad start. They let a couple of goals in, and they never really recovered from that first period.
Okay, let's go and hear from some of the winners, some of the Eagles. They are with Denise back at the Odyssey.
Yes, I've just managed to get the winning captain Alan Schuler and our goal scorer Ed Courtney here. Very, very happy. Your fans are absolutely delighted. You've done this year what you couldn't do last year.
Yeah, it's obviously a great result for us, and for so many fans that came across, made the effort to get here. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Your game plan worked right from the start.
It did. Yeah, we've obviously had a few problems playing Belfast this year, but it doesn't really matter now. On the big game, we came through, and we're very happy about it.
There was much more expectation on their shoulders. Do you feel that helped, and you were just able to go out, relax, and play your own game?
Yeah, definitely. We knew the scenario was pretty good for us. I mean, we're coming in. There's a lot of pressure on them. They played last night. We were ready to go and had really nothing to lose. So,
is this payback for the Super League?
Well, possibly, yeah. It's a good chunk towards it, but we've got some more games to play yet this year, and hopefully we'll continue doing this.
This year, having not beaten Belfast at all in 8 occasions, to do this today must mean so much to you.
It's awesome. We're ecstatic.
I'll just bring in Ed Courtney, scorer of the second goal. Ed, a very, very good personal performance from yourself today.
Well, it was a game, a team game, 17 guys, and like Alan said, we knew, we had a half-decent chance, not thinking about the other 8 games, but they were a little tired, I think, from last night, and we scored 2 quick ones right away. And we took advantage of that, and like you had said, we stuck to our game plan.
And finally, to have some silverware.
Yeah, taking nothing away from Belfast, they deserve the first place. They're the best team in the league by far. But after losing it last year against Sheffield in a close game, it's pretty satisfying this year.
Okay, thanks very much. You two are going to go and celebrate, I'm sure, tonight. Thank you. Okay, go back to the studio with you now, Jerome.
Thanks, Denise. Well, we're still trying to find reasons why the Giants lost. The latest one is we're going to blame it on the black jersey. They don't usually wear black.
No, they don't. I don't know if they'll be wearing black again this year either. I think they'll be holding a big bonfire in the car park with those tonight.
Absolutely. Okay, what about from here on in? Now, the treble is gone. The Giants won the Super League. Now they've missed out in the Challenge Cup, but the playoffs are still to come, and that's still big competition. That's the third one. Can they bounce back from that? I know they're playing you next week.
No doubt. They're professionals. They'll regroup and have a good week in practice and just forget about it and move on. And
you're saying, Ashley, it might be a wake-up call for them?
Yeah, which is, you know, maybe a little unfortunate for the rest of the league that, you know, maybe they became a little bit complacent. I don't know, they won the league with, you know, a few weeks to spare. You know, maybe they weren't, you know, practice maybe wasn't as sharp as it, you know, probably normally would be. And now, you know, they'll probably get tomorrow off and then they'll come back in Tuesday and they'll be, you know, the focus is the playoffs and it's a whole new season now, so.
Absolutely. Okay, well, thanks very much for that. We move on from ice hockey now for more of the European Indoor Athletic Championships from Vienna. And we have the final of the men's 400 metres, we have the women's 1500 metres, the men's 800 and the medal presentation ceremony for the 60 metres won by Jason Gardner from Britain. All that with Stuart Story and Steve Cram.
There's the lineup then for the men's 400 final. Mark Foucan of France goes in lane 1, Yuri Mucik from the Czech Republic in 2, Vieru of Romania in 3, Rasikovic of Poland in 4, Plavgo, the favourite from Poland, in 5, and Larsson from Sweden in lane 6. So Plavgo, Poland in 5, chasing down Larsson of Sweden. They were the two pre-championship favourites, but Plavgo is finding, I think, already that Larsson maybe wants to get to the front first. Who is going to win this race over the first lap? Plavgo said his intention was to get to the front, and indeed he's managed to do so, but Larsson comes streaking across from the outside. 21-22, that's quick. Plavgo, though, has stormed around on the second lap in his last couple of races, but Larsson really taking the race to him. It's Larsson from Plavgo and Rasikovic. Poland second and third at the minute behind Sweden, and Larsson is running a great race here. Can Plavgo attack off the top end? Here he comes. It's Larsson. Is he going to hang on? But here comes Plavgo on the outside. Plavgo's going to get there. Great run, 45-39. It was a new championship record yesterday, and he's just knocked another tenth of a second off that. That is a wonderful performance. 45-39. I tell you what, this guy can look forward to a great summer, and you've got to hand it to Larsson. He did take the race to him. He's been rewarded with a big personal best as well. Great race. But this man is a worthy European champion, and I think in the summer, well, he's going to go quick, that's for sure.
Larsson was almost spent here. He went for it all the way, 21-22 at 200 metres. Plavgo, the winner. Larsson, and in third place, Vieira of Romania. He stole the bronze. Look at the look of determination on Larsson's face, wearing 4.22. And Plavgo, far more relaxed at 3.29. Has looked to be well within himself here, doesn't he? Very, very quick, 45-39. He's only 21. What a future.
Well, there's the evidence of a marvellous 400 final. Plavgo 45-39 with that new championship record. 45-59, the national record for Larsson, taking the silver. And Vieru of Romania came through for bronze.
Niki Zantu, last chance in the long jump for the Greek. And that is long. She knows it's long, my goodness. I think Niki Zantu, she was in the medals before this. She may have sprung a surprise. 6.74 required. Well, 6.75 would be better. She's in first place. 6.74. She goes ahead of Rubliova, and she will take the gold medal. So the Russian now, what can she do? Galkina, former world champion. Oh, it's only 6.50. Well, I'm saying it's only 6.50. In fourth place. So Galkina, 30 years old now. I suppose you could say she's becoming a veteran of top-class international long jump finals. She's been around for a long, long time.
Well, the next event on the track, the women's 1500 metres, 7.5 laps of running, 9 starters and 3 Russians and a Briton. And I just wonder how Hayley Tullett will go on this. Young athlete who really looks so strong. Hayley is actually the 9th runner on the second page. There she is, not missing. And Tullett looks so good in qualification for this. Same coach as Michael East, so if that's any use, then East did so well. Just introducing Kozenkova, the Russian, wearing 7.60. 7.58, Komagina may well be the favourite, although I've given up predicting favourites after the 800 metres for women. But Hayley, left of your shot in the 8th lane. 7.5 laps of the track then, this final of the 1500 meters. Lots of jostling, and it's Kuzanova of Russia who goes out to the lead. In second place is the Romanian Yigar. And then behind her, Komiagina coming into second place and not letting things go. An interesting one this, Stephen. I just wonder how Haley will manage this.
Well, she's not been in the best of fettles. She's had a bit of a chest infection as she travelled out here, but looked pretty good in the heats. So just break off.
Annika Becker now. She's failed 4 meters 55 once at the moment, so is going to try and join her teammate Bushbaum out there, and this time it's much, much better. The best clearance so far at that height. The Russian, Feofanova, the world record holder, has passed at this height, so presumably will re-enter the competition at 460. But still 5 athletes left in this competition. This is world-class pole vaulting from all of them. And that is one of Becker's best vaults so far in the competition, no doubt about that. In third place,